evening, SRA Nation, and welcome to Season 14. Once you've got qualifying, then the main 1 hour race. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sim Racing Alliance. And this is where it all counts. As all eyes go to the light, and we are racing.
He brakes late, almost takes out the car ahead of him.
He's getting a tow, a flash.
Argy right on the exit, rear end squiggle. Who's going to get the move done here around the outside?
Oh, dang!
Byron ran it so shallow there, and this has become a 4-car battle. Game of inches as the BMW is in the paint.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Division 4, Round 8. I'm Anton Rishich. I'm your host this week, and for the last time, I want to welcome everybody into the booth. This time, we do have Marlon back. We have a returning face in Riley Greer, hopefully making a permanent staple in the commentary booth leading up to next season, because last week was quite fun, boys. How are we doing?
I am doing amazing. It's great to be back in the box. Little weird not being the host, but you know what? As long as I'm in here, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you still got your the button of doom, as we
that's
we've
what I
called it.
That's why I returned for Monza. You know.
That's the perfect opportunity. Riley, how are you doing tonight?
Man, I'm great. Thanks for having me back. Yeah, I did submit a ticket, so hopefully this does become a more permanent thing. I had such a good time last week, so wanted to be back this week, and hopefully next season take this on as a more permanent role. But no, it's been good. Been a busy couple of days, really getting everything ready before this weekend. A few of us are headed to Dakota for the WEC race there, and just overall excited to be here tonight.
I know I'll be there for sure, so I'm excited to just see everybody. I know there's a lot of SRA guys going there, including myself. I know Riley's going, Iris is going, but we're here for Division 4 tonight, and what's been a very culminating championship thus far is resulting in a final race here at the Temple of Speed known as Monza here in Italy. So not only is it going to be a chaotic race, but it's going to be a very memorable race to finish off the season. Last week we raced at Kyalami, which was a fantastic race to watch. We saw Kevin Johnston once again control the race in the first stint, and in the second stint just seems to run away, followed up by Matt Mattisey and a surprise podium from Raf Cab and Alexis. Lexus is a huge talking point for this race. It was given a plus 15 kilogram ballast to balance out the pace that it had over all of its competitors. What do you guys think of just how this track drives and how it suits different cars?
It's very, very thin. Like you can't really overtake until the final straight or the main straight in the beginning of the race. It's like, well, at least safely. Turn 1's going to be absolutely chaotic considering what we've seen from D4 before. I heard it wasn't as bad at Kyalami, but Kyalami's a very wide track, and their transition from this wide track to Monza being this really skinny track it's going to be just a bit hectic.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I know Riley didn't race last night, yeah? So, you know, you have your experience from open lobbies.
Yeah, so people definitely like to send it, maybe on purpose, maybe on accident, into turn 1. I'm hoping that we don't see that tonight and see a large pile up. And then also it seems like the Lexus should have maybe still that high speed advantage coming down that back straight into the long sweeper before the finish line. So excited to see how they handle it. I know that a lot of the cars are probably going to struggle with that first chicane that you know, typically can't take the curbs too well, so it'll be interesting. I think we're going to see a good race tonight. Hopefully they can keep it clean.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of overtakes from many different cars. I know the Porsche was quite fast here in Division 3 yesterday, so as it won the race over our newly crowned Division 3 winner, Michael McWizerson. But once again, we're not here to talk about Division 3, we're here to talk about Division 4. But before we move on to that, we're going to head over to the track map just to see one last time. And I wanted to make a comment before we continue that I'm going to miss the intro sequence for this season's SRA Team Series. I mean, I think it's super epic. Kind of just embodies what SRA is all about. Not only is it a fantastic community to be a part of, but the kind of racing that you get ranges from what we might see at Monza tonight to just pure sheer overtaking joy and bliss. So quick shout out to Selena Boonstra and Donovan Colton, who were responsible for producing the soundtrack, the OST of SRA, so to speak, and the videography from Selena Boonstra. Anyway, turn 1, very, very famous for some very chaotic events happening. I know I don't really want to talk about it, but I was taken out at turn 1 after qualifying for my first ever pole position in D1, but alas, these things happen, and it was just wrong place, wrong time, basically. But turn 1, turn 2, we're going to probably see a lot of overtaking here in this corner, especially cars like the Ferrari. It's going to have very superior brakes to those of the Lexus. Porsche is going to be very strong under braking here. But turn 2 is very vital to get a good exit here. You don't want to dip the tires onto the gravel that much. You want to prioritize getting those tires spinning in the right direction. Head into Curva Grande, turn 3, into De La Roche's chicane of turn 4 and 5. This chicane has some very treacherous curves that you do not want to touch. These things will bounce you unless you're in the Mustang or the world-famous Nissan GTR, which completely is just monsters over the curbs at turn 5, as we saw with Peter O'Brien yesterday and many other Nissan drivers this week. Turn 6 and turn 7 in Lesmo 1 and 2. These corners are very tricky to get right, but if you do, oh boy, that sector 2 time just comes in and it comes flowing fast. Heading up to turn 8, the very famous Ascari section from 8, 9, and 10. You want to ride over the curves, but not too much. The cars will be very limited to what they can handle here over these bumps, and you just want to make sure that you end up in one piece heading into Parabolica of turn 11. A very famous corner here, very, very quick, and just make sure that, you get the tires gripped up. No wheel spin on exit. It will hurt your time, and that is a lap of Monza. Very short track, but very quick track. What we're going to go into now is the driver's standings. Marlon, please take it away.
Of course. So we do have Kevin Johnson at the top of the leaderboards, and he seems to have run away with this championship, almost 100, or actually above 100 points to the next person, which is John Ansem. John Ansem being followed by Matt Mattisey in that Ferrari. They're only 30 points away, so there could be a shift here, but definitely Rowdy Burns right behind Mattisey, only by, if I do the math real quickly, about 4 or 5 points. Did I do it right? Yeah, I did.
Yep.
So Rowdy Burns following right behind Matt Mattisey. So these two could be fighting for the top 3. Tyler Thompson also looking for a top spot as well. That rounds out your top 5, and I know Lieben Nora is part of your fantasy team, so I'll shout him out too.
Yeah, let's go fantasy. We're in this, boys. we got to clutch up for the triple.
Not as close to the top 5 as the other drivers and actual top 5 are, but he is being challenged by Chris Sweeney and Christian Holmes for that 6th position. So it's going to be an interesting race for the gold division. For the silver drivers, we do have Steven Sarver in the lead. Last time I checked, he was pretty comfortable up there, but it looks like Rafcab has gained some pointage and could be challenging him for the silver title. Sergio Lindo as well, Dylan Bonsell. These 4 drivers are within 20 points of each other. So this top position spot for the silver drivers could go to anyone. And then Hunter Gale in that top 5 position, rounding it out. And that should be the top 5 for the silver drivers. The second page is for the other drivers that I didn't get to mention, but we do have to move on to the team standings, and I'll give that one to Riley.
Yeah, thanks, Marlon. So in first place, we have Williams Red Eye Racing with 717 points, closely followed by Prestige Worldwide. They're only down by 18 points, and then your third place currently is the Marlboro Maybes of Kevin Johnson and Jacob Curtis. So OPE Racing is also very close to possibly getting that number 3 slot there in the overall teams championship, and Riding Solo FTL rounds out your top 5 at 687 points, down about 30 points from the leader.
Yeah, we got some real championships on the line here, and I mean, it's really all to play for. All these teams have 2 drivers. Hopefully everyone's racing, but realistically, any of the top 6 can win. I know that Kevin Johnston is pretty much carrying whatever's left of Marlboro Maybes, and I mean, he's been, lights out all season long. Jacob Curtis has been stuck at work, as I've heard from other Discord servers, and just talking with him, I know he's been helping out his buddies, Darren Robichaud, Matt Mattisey, obviously Kevin Johnson for setup work. Not like Kevin needs it, humble as ever, just winning every race by 20 seconds, right? But if he can really close this team championship out with a win, the drivers championship, if he can win tonight, I can see him just clutching up for the team. So Chris Sweeney, Steven Music, those guys, John Ansem really need to have a fantastic performance. But don't count out Matt Mattisey and Darren Robichaud. I know Darren's really very experienced here at Monza, driving in a bunch of open lobbies and being an SRA veteran, so we've definitely ran this track more than a few times. And again, Steve Foster, Otavi Libanori, these guys have been quick all season, especially towards the tail end. But Steve Foster has had a few issues here with connection, or just having a few issues here and there on the track. I know last in Laguna Seca, he qualified P3 and was not able to convert that, as he was immediately sent back to the pits after a disconnect. So, and then having the drive-through at Kyalami, just not the best of two races for Steve Foster. So I hope he can turn around here, but it is about that time where these drivers are heading onto the track. So boys, what are we expecting here? So we have Steven Sarver. Obviously, we're not going to have Pip this week, unfortunately. That was a pretty fun thing to have with Adam Santana. He was in the booth last week.
I should have set that up.
You know what?
I should have set that up.
I just blame those guys at Publix for just not giving me what I want in my damn sandwich. They messed me up.
That's like Arby's running out of roast beef. It's just one of those things
Who
that
goes
shouldn't
to
happen.
Arby's? Whoa.
We have the meats.
Hey! I'm from the Midwest. Arby's is a staple.
You know what? That's new to me. That's very new to me. I don't think I've ever in my life heard anyone willingly go to Arby's because they want to. You know what? I will learn from my mistakes.
we have so many restaurants here that you've never even heard of.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Midwest for that food. I heard it's like really good food.
It can be. It can also be very terrible. Anton, I think we're gonna see a bit of a shootout here. Realistically, I think that everybody's trying to wrap up the best results that they can for the championship, and I think with that comes some early battles, and then later I think we'll see the field spread out just a little bit. But I do think it's gonna remain tight through the whole race. Yeah,
I mean we see Sergio Lindo here, followed by Steven Sarver on exit for qualifying. Thomas Greer right behind him. The spread of cars, obviously from apart the Lexus, it's kind of a toss-up. You really don't know who's going to be where. But Monza is one of those tracks where obviously a lot of people in SRA, especially, even across the board, I want to say, do have that experience being here. Just because it is an open lobby track, it's a very common open lobby track, and it's very known for having a ton of carnage. So hoping for none of that, hoping for some clean racing. No Marlin's curse button of doom. At least for my fantasy drivers, you can do it everywhere else. Just not with my guys.
I promise not to touch it's the finale. I can't touch the button realistically.
Oh, you can touch the button. I know you're going to touch the button. I know you're looking at it right now.
I already touched it. See, that's why Sarver's in the pits right now.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Steven. I'm sorry.
To add on to that, though, I did just check the timing tables for the practice sessions. I did see Stearns up there, a silver driver, putting up a D1 time. So this is a lot of them are actually putting up D2 times, which is a bit nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes along with the fact that these guys probably have a lot of experience here, not regardless of SRA, whether we've raced here or not, just because of how common it is for multiplayer sessions to host this track for a bunch of people. So you got to use those sessions to really practice driving around people. Fortunately, we have people in SRA that we all trust, and so we're not really focused on those drivers just dive bombing us into turn one. But we're going to be on board with PG Stearns here, as he does have the fastest time on the board in D4. That V8 Lexus powering down on the front straight down into turn one. This is a very tricky braking zone for the Lexus. You got to brake early because the car just has so much pace. And Peachy Stearns does make do that, hits the first apex, hits the second apex, gotta get on throttle early, and he does that. Bit of wheel spin, but the Lexus has a little bit of invasive TC, so able to get the power down. Heading into Curva Grande here, a lot of overtaking opportunities might be made here with this car, as it just does have that edge on exit from turn 2. Heavy braking zone down into De La Roja here. Spot the brake marker with the orange striped curbing on the right. Hits the bump on De La Roja, exits just fine onto the curb out of turn 5. Heads into Lesmo 1 here. Peachy Stearns, let's see if he can navigate it pretty well. Keeps it close to the right, is able to exit pretty decently. He's got a car right behind him. That's the car, I believe that is 906, maybe Raf Cab. Yeah, Raf Cab, also another driver that we thought would, you know, be pretty competitive. He did have a podium position here at Kyalami just last week, and he felt pretty confident, I want to say, maybe having a good race, and he is fighting for that silver championship with Steven Sarver. So let's see how these drivers navigate Parabolica here. We have Sergio Lindo about to cross the line, heading through Parabolica right
Very
now.
wide for Raf Cab.
Yeah, the Lexus is quite dangerous here. Let's see what Sergio Lindo is able to do with his first flying lap. Of course, getting the tires warmed up in the red Target BMW of TC8 team. So Sergio Lindo goes to the top with a 49.445. Thomas Greer right ahead of him, 49.2. Let's see where Mike Heisner ends up, 0.45 tenths behind Thomas Greer right now. Peachy Stearns immediately going to the top with a 47.8. That is a strong
Raf Cab stealing it away from him.
Oh, I told you guys, these guys are going to be quick. I told you, Mac Morgan 1 second behind Raf Cab. Raf Cab immediately putting in a banger lap of a 47.8. That is rapid, guys.
47.8. Fastest time that Stearns put up, which is a 47.3. So that's 6 tenths off. 5 tenths off.
I think they're just getting warmed up. We're going to see some definite increases.
I don't think Raf Cab needs a warm-up, you know what I mean? Posting right. Time.
This was his warm-up. He's going to hit a 146 now.
If he hits a 46, I think he's just going to get moved to the D2 race live while we're commentating. He's just going to get moved.
He's going to disconnect, and the D2 drivers are going to be like, where did this driver come from?
Exactly. One driver that wants to improve here is Rodrigo Moreno, right in between a sandwich of Mac Morgan and the car ahead. Seems to be the BMW of Dario Ferrer. One thing important about these qualifying sessions is that you want to leave yourself an ample gap. There's no overtaking in qualifying. I see Mac Morgan there pulling off, so he's going to be letting the car 521 go. That, I believe, is going to be Dylan Bonsell currently in P3.
Dylan Bonsell almost a second up.
Yeah, Dylan Bonsell really improving here. He's about 9.5 tenths up, going through Ascari.
There's a full
still
second.
Valid. And he's going to get close to Raf Cab here. Raf Cab actually not improving on his time, but Sergio Lindo crosses the line for his second flying lap. Still a second off. Thomas Greer just as well. Close to Sergio Lindo, but Dylan Bonsell, let's see what he can do here. Go into the bonnet cam. Let's see how he's
time. He's found the time to get the pole position here.
1.2 seconds up. It's going to be a straight shoot to the line here for Bonsell.
And Bonsell's taking pole position away from Raf Cab. There we go.
Sarver's also improving. And we got to keep an eye on this guy because he's in contention for that silver championship. He's had a very strong run of races at the start of the season, but kind of tapered off towards the end of the season with a few incidents last week at Kyalami. But, you know, Monza's known for incidents, but I know Steven Sarver is going to be looking to stay away from them for sure. See how he navigates Parabolica here. He's about a second up on his time. Loses a little bit on exit, but gains it back slowly but surely. It's going to be a massive improvement here for Steven Sarver. Let's see where this puts him. Should be P3, right ahead of Rodrigo Moreno, and he crosses the line 6 tenths right behind Dylan Bonsell. We have a massive split of qualifying pace here. I guess all these drivers, Mac Morgan included, are going to be still warming up the tires with 3 minutes to go for silvers, and he does invalidate his lap there. So not the lap for Mac Morgan. He's going to have to go again next lap, and it might be his last lap as he goes super aggressive there on exit of Lesmo 2, getting on the gravel, on the grass, trying to find that time. Another driver who's finding time, Anthony Lombardo, traversing through De La Roja at the moment. Currently 8 tenths up, which, you know, going through the first sector, very, very strong lap here possible for Anthony Lombardo. Let's see where he can put the car here through sector 2, the McLaren, known for its high downforce. having good pace here. Gets in the curve
Ooh,
on exit.
Sarver goes off the track. If with a yellow flag, that's going to end that lap for him. Ferrer as well. We're looking at Stearns though. Peachy Stearns about to cross the line. He pushes to P3. Not quite enough time to push Raf Cab or Ansel out of the top 2. But he does get a podium spot.
Lombardo's still holding on to the time. He's 8.5 tenths up as he comes through. Let's see, where is Lombardo sitting currently?
He's currently
11th
P11
for Lombardo, yeah.
Sorry, I meant on the track. There he is. Yep.
He's in the final straight, entering the final hairpin.
Parabolica.
Parabolica.
Finn as well, up 5 tenths. Oh, he's losing.
These guys are improving.
He's losing
a bit of time there.
Still gonna be a good improvement, but it's
it'll put him above Moreno, but
I mean, it's a big improvement in positions.
Go.
Goes up to P4, but still 7 tenths off of Boncel. Just goes to show what a
Finjen
time was.
Yeah, Finjen finding time as well. 8 tenths up on his previous best.
The Lando Piastri. Let's quickly talk about the Zandvoort race. As a Ferrari fan, I am just gutted. But McLaren also not the best of days. Lando Norris retiring with an engine failure, but Finjen puts himself into P3.
Oh, there you go.
3 tenths off of Dylan Boncel with a very, very good lap of a 48.045. Thomas Greer improving here on exit of Ascari, heading up into Parabolica here. Let's see what the Bentley can manage here. Obviously right-hand drive, so he knows he can get close to that apex. You know, he's going to be sitting right next to it, so the closer he can get, the better, and the earlier he can get on throttle, the better. So the car shoots out to the left, the throttle pushing it out to the racing line. Straight shoot to the line. It's going to be an improvement for Thomas Greer here. About 4 tenths, shoots him up into P4 right behind Finjen, but not really close to him time-wise. About 3 tenths off of P3 here, but Dylan Boncel still holding steady. Heading through Parabolica.
Sarver staying in the pits. Sarver is staying in the pits for the silver qualifying. That's going to be the end of his qualifying session. And he's in P6.
In the works, yeah, for sure.
P7 now, because Stearns has just pushed him out of the top 6.
These guys are flying. Oh, and Stearns goes off.
Yeah,
that's
Stearns
going to be his qualifying.
Oh, yeah, Stearns was way up, too.
Oh, Raf Cab as well. Raf Cab also going off. So those 2 drivers out for this qualifying session. The Gold drivers about to start their quali session.
But
might get in the mix now.
Dylan Boncel on exit of turn 2 right here. He's up about a tenth, which is still a very good improvement considering that his sector 1 is a 34.9. It's about 3 tenths off of Peachy Stearns, but the Lexus is known to be absolutely rapid in sector 1. So if the McLaren can even get within maybe 2.5 tenths, even 2 tenths, I would consider that a win.
Oh, wow. He's up almost 4 tenths. Oh, losing a little bit of time now, but
there's a bit of time on exit there of De La Raja, but into the Lesmo 1 here is able to. His sector 2 was pretty close to Raf Cabs here. They're both pretty dead even on the sector 2 splits, but he gains a little bit of time there, about a tenth up on his current time at the moment, which would still keep him ahead of Raf Cab. But the only 2 drivers that are really able to challenge him at the moment are Chico Moreno, but his time is not looking great in the Dalt. He's about half a second down, so it's probably not going to be this lap.
Look at Mac Morgan. Mac Morgan has found a second on his time. Maybe he might be able to challenge.
Let's see what Mac Morgan can do. Heading up to Ascari.
Mac Morgan is flying.
Yeah. Absolutely is flying. Let's see how he can traverse Ascari here. On the brakes, heavy on the brakes. Gets on the curve. Very confident the car can handle it. Oh, goes a little bit wide. Let's see how the... Oh, he takes the eSport line.
Oh, he invalidates.
No,
he invalidates.
Oh, no, Mac.
No, Mac Morgan. It would have been the lap of his life. Would have put him into the mid-47s with that lap time. We're going to stay on board with him, see what this lap time probably could have been. It's not going to show up, but we can see it on our end over here.
Oh, this would have pushed him into 147.43.
Yeah, he's about a
Look
second
how much
and a half
time he
up.
gained.
Look at that. Mac Morgan happy with what he can do, but not enough, as he does invalidate that lap. But Dylan Boncel currently provisional pole as the Gold drivers are on the track. Let's see if Trey Morgan can replicate what his brother could do. At least not invalidate on exit of Ascari. But man, that was pretty awesome to see. Just the sheer commitment of the D4 driver of Mac Morgan through that corner.
He almost had it.
You know, Mac is one of those drivers that when he has like even just a small amount of experience on a track, he maximizes and he capitalizes on all of that, you know, that experience and being able to put it into a good lap time. It's incredible. Sometimes you just log in and see Mac, you know, leading the time boards, and it's like, wow, where did this come from? But he's just a very naturally talented driver, it feels like.
Absolutely.
Both are, yeah, both the brothers are talented. The only reason we call them Morgan 1 and 2 is because we kind of confused them a bit.
Nah, we do it to get in their heads, right?
Yeah. Add extra pressure for the race. Not even our division.
So we're at the moment watching our championship leader, Kevin Johnston. He's going to have to work really hard to beat Dylan Bonsal's lap time of a 47.7. But the Lexus, I think, can do it. This car has been very strong this week. And Kevin Johnston, I mean, needless to say, this guy's been on fire. Ottavio Libinori and Steve Foster right behind him on track. Also guys to watch, as these two also have been very, very quick in quality trim. Steve Foster, namely, has been on pole last week, but just super, super unlucky with the drive-through at the start, was just out of position. But we're going to be on board with Kevin Johnston here, our championship leader. We're going to see how he's able to traverse this track with this beautiful machine. Starting his lap right now, crossing the line. Watching two Lexus drivers from the silver split and the gold split. Kevin Johnston starting his lap time here. Marlon, why don't you take this lap?
I do not know the names of the track, but we do see Kevin Johnston making his way into the first two corners. I need to put race control somewhere else.
Yeah, he got on
Handles
the
it
curb
pretty
there.
well.
Wasn't the best line, needless to say, but you know, he's got 6 minutes after this, so I think he'll be fine.
This is why I need to put race control somewhere else. I did not see it.
You got it.
I'm really bad at this type of stuff. I'm really good at cursing people. I don't want to curse him, but since I've been asked to, Kevin Johnston
he's gonna curse
moving
him.
away, moving his way through the lap, almost getting onto the grass there, but he seems to stay within the track limits, so he's going to be fine. No interruption to his car. Kevin Johnston making his way through Monza into. Oh my goodness! I should have learned the corner names. Ascari.
There you go.
Oh,
Anyway, Kevin Johnston here. Not the best start
Thank
to
you.
the lap, but he's able to get through Ascari pretty tamely. No bumping on exit there. Gets on the curb. Track limits are pretty forgiving there. So as long as you're able to... oh, he knows his lap is done. He's just warming the tires again. But one driver that is currently leading the gold split is Scott Johnson in the Aston of Champion Motorsports. Scott Johnson has been kind of in the background, you know, chilling, being rapid here and there, but currently leading the gold drivers. Not quite the banker lap that Raf Cab had, but pretty good so far. So we'll see what they can manage.
the silver drivers already getting cut out by the gold drivers. The top 10 already being mixed up with, like you said, Johnston and Townsend taking those top, or the top 9 and 10th position. Kevin Johnston starting his next lap though. See where he'll end up.
Liminori takes the current.
The driver to
the
watch.
drivers. Driver to watch. We got plenty of drivers to watch. You know, Tyler Thompson, we talked about being the dark horse of D4 this season, currently sitting P4 in the driver standings, fighting with Rowdy Burns for that P3 spot. Currently, 3/10 up on his time. It's going to be a good improvement here for the Bentley driver, OBDA, Bigfoot Racing Department. His teammate currently sitting in P6, about 6/10 off of pole position. So let's see where Tyler Thompson can put his Bentley.
Townsend though. Townsend about to cross the line with a 4/10 gain. This will push him pretty far up the order. Where will he end up? He's going to end up in P5, so that's the first one to crack the top 5 out of the gold drivers. Who else will be within that time? The other Johnston putting up a top 7 spot. Robichaud looking for a better time here, but also Kevin Johnston looking for a better time.
Mattisey is also up almost 7/10 here right now.
That he is, yeah.
Mattisey is flying.
He's in
And
P14.
Madison
Yeah, now he's
P14 now. Yep.
coming around. Yeah.
Darren Robichaud improving on his time after he just set a lap. He's going through the sector 2 right now. Matt Mattisey has a huge turn 2. He's about 3/10 up on his time now. We're watching Chris Sweeney as well cross his line into P8 at the moment. I know Dan Crane will be happy with that result.
Oh, Kevin Johnston up 8/10 on his time, crossing the line,
Into P7.
pushing him into P7.
Yep. So yeah, these guys
faster
are
than the other
warming up his
Johnston.
tires. Yeah, Mattisey still up on his time. Oh, loses a little bit on exit there, but Yaro
Oh,
Koval
the
here.
other Johnston loses his car with almost 5/10 up. Hits
Oh,
the wall. That's
no.
going to be massive damage. and he
Yeah, I
returns
wonder
to
if
the
he
pits.
can get out and be on time to do another lap, because 3 minutes to go. You're gonna get around to do one out lap and then your flying lap.
Robichaud as well going off the tracks, and he's gonna get in front of a Porsche driver. It's either Cube or his teammate.
I think he got right behind
Almost,
them.
they almost. No, he went in front of them. That the Porsche had to make avoiding action.
Ooh, interesting.
That was
interesting.
scary.
Stuff.
Oh.
Trey Morgan's trying to find some time here. He's currently 4 seconds off of pole position, but he's up a second right now. So trying to replicate what what Mac could have done in the silver split. Trey Morgan here heading into Parabolica for likely his second to last lap, if he's got enough fuel for that last lap, because we have about 2.5 minutes to go in this quality session. Trey Morgan gets on the line well, gets on the power wheel, no fuss there. Three and some odd seconds up on his time. This is going to put him really close to the front of the grid. Where's Trey Morgan go? He goes pole position, provisional pole for Trey Morgan here. And Kevin Johnson is also trying to respond to that. He's actually on pace to tie Trey Morgan here. If he can get Parabolica right, maybe he can get ahead.
Oh, look at the time he's gained. Kevin
Yeah.
Johnston.
Oh, he loses a little bit.
Oh, but he's
Hoping he can
losing.
get back.
little bit
Oh,
of
no,
time
that's
there.
enough. It's going to be enough to get pole position. Trey Morgan being pushed out, and Kevin Johnston, the driver that we've seen all season dominate, takes it once again.
Oh my gosh, just less than 500ths of a split between the top two. That's insane.
These guys are cooking. John Ansem here fighting for that team championship, about 3/10 up, heading through Curva Grande, but he's got Christian Holmes right in front of him, so maybe he can get a slight toe of that Aston, but also just want to make sure that he's not going to lose too much time following him.
He's going to need some time here if he wants to beat Kevin Johnston out of that championship. I need to check the team standings, actually.
I believe
This
they're
could be
leading by about
interesting.
20 points.
20 points separates the team standings. Kevin Johnston, we've seen leading by 100, but Kevin Johnston is now mainly fighting for this team championship, keeping it alive. John Ansem, though, where is he gonna end himself?
Oh, he
about
lost
that.
a lot of time in that Lesmo section. He's about the second down on his time, but Ottavio Libinori going through De La Roja, about 2.5 tenths up on his time, falls away a little bit, but he's got time to gain here in Lesmo 1 and 2. So let's see if he can put his Ferrari where he wants to, towards the front of the grid, as they are also fighting for that team championship. Has a good Lesmo 2, about
a lot of commitment
2.5
there from
tenths up on his
Libinori.
time, yeah. Driver who's also up on his time, Austin
Lost
Townsend.
time.
Loses a little bit. Let's watch Libinori here heading into his car. This is a very dangerous part of the track. Let's see how the Ferrari handles those bumps. Gets the braking done over the curb. Able to get through. Very, very easy for the Ferrari there. But he's not improving as much as he
The
would
other
have hoped.
Johnson goes off again. The other
That's gonna
Johnson
be it
has
for
gone off
Johnson.
the tracks into the wall. It's gonna be the that's gonna be it for Johnston in his quali session. Kevin
And the
Johnston,
time
though,
ticks
still
down.
holding on to that pole position. Yeah.
It's early in the
Final
lap,
lap
but
for
Trey
these
is
guys.
actually up right now. So
Oh,
if Trey can find an
Ansem!
improvement, we might see him move to P1.
Ansem had found the time. He was entering his final lap, but he goes off the tracks. He might have been out of fuel though, so maybe. Trey Morgan looking to improve though, looking to regain that pole position again. Trying to recover.
Oh, wow,
what
that
Kevin
was
Johnson
very
stole from him.
good for Trey
Oh, he's
Morgan
going
there.
into the sand pit,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be an invalid.
That's it for
Oh,
Trey Morgan.
hate
So
to
Kevin
see
Johnson currently holding the provisional pole, but Austin Townsend improving on his time, having that toe of the car ahead. That is car 689 of Mike Farrow. Let's see these two drivers. We haven't seen much of Mike Farrow here.
Ooh.
Currently sitting P19 of the Track Cats Porsche team. Does have a good improvement here,
Townsend's
but
gonna
someone
gain
who's
some
also
decent
improving,
time,
Matt Mattisy,
yeah.
going over the Ascari chicane about 7.5 tenths up. Let's see where this lap puts him, because this is going to propel him very far up the standings. Matt Mattisy following Cube Master into Parabolica. Let's see where this puts him. Has a bit of a slight.
Oh, look how much
that
time
exit
he's gained there. Oh no, he's gonna lose.
He's still up on his time, so this is going to be a massive improvement for Matt Mattisy, going from P19 next to his teammate of Darren Robershad all the way up into P7 for Matt Mattisy, right behind the other Ferrari,
There we
Rodrigo
go.
Moreno.
Sweeney, the last driver to look out for, looking for time in the final corner here. Not gonna
loses
get
all of it.
as much time as he wanted. Yeah. Oh, he's dead set on his old time.
And that's going to be qualifying for Division 4 here. Kevin Johnson on pole position. Trey Morgan with a fantastic P2 following the championship leader, and the Dylan Bonsall, the leader of the Solar Drivers. But RavCab not too far behind. So the Lexus is going to have to deal with two McLarens, two very high aero cars heading to turn one. Guys, what are we, we're in for an action-packed race, but before we get into that.
The action happens at turn one.
Yep. And before we get into that, a word from our sponsors.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specialising in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
I have been messing up names the whole.
Hello. We are back. And we're back for the race start. Kevin Johnson. We're actually, dude, that was perfect timing. Wow, look at that.
That was perfect timing.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh my God, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's because I was hosting.
There's a lot we haven't seen when Marlon hosts.
There's a lot of incidents that you see.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
to
that's
see when
true.
Marlon does host. So that that's a word that starts with I and ends with incidents. I guess I just said the word anyway, but whatever. So Kevin Johnson here, leading off the grid for the millionth time this season, it seems, in that Marlboro maybe Lexus, and he's going to be hoping to convert that not only to a Drivers' Championship win, but a Team Championship win. I know that Jacob Curtis is going to be watching on, supporting his teammate here. And something to look out for is John Insom in P9, currently one of the drivers that is leading the Team Championship, not really that far behind Kevin Johnson. So if he's able to make up some points here on Kevin Johnson, because I mean, I'm not here to jinx anybody, but I think Kevin may just run away with it.
You gotta be a part of the Jinx pack.
I got a button. I'm ready to press it. Anyway, oh my God, Kevin Johnson, hold on. This guy just flew over that chicane. That was insane. Anyway, let's run through the grid. We got Kevin Johnson, P1, Trey Morgan, P2, Dylan Bonsall, P3, leader of the Soldiers, RavCab, P4, Austin Townsend, P5, Rodrigo Moreno, P6, Matt Matisse, P7, Finn Jen with a fantastic qualifying in position 8, John Ensign, P9, Steve Foster in P10. Hopefully no issues this time for Steve Foster. Chris Sweeney in P11, Anthony Lombardo P12, Ottavio Libanor in P13, Scott Johnson P14, Thomas Greer in P15, Peachy, M. Stearns, Max Stearns P16, P17, Mike Farrow, Steven Sarver in P18. Really hoping to improve this position in the race as he is leading that silver championship, but RavCab currently has a leg up on him in points. So we got an hour worth of racing. Let's see if he's able to improve on that position. P19, Shane Lewis. We got Darren Robichaud in P20. Mac Morgan, P21, after such a close qualifying performance there, was unable to keep the track with the car on track in the Ascari. P22, we got Tyler Thompson. Probably going to see another one of his token strategy calls, hoping to improve his position. But Rowdy Burns, the car he is fighting in the championship, is in P33. Sergio Lynn in P23, Cesare Penkowitz in P24, Yaro Koval in P25, Christian Holmes P26, Q-Master P27, Corey Mummery in P28, Mike Heisner P29, Hunter Gale in P30, the other half of that Williams Red Eye Racing team of the Porsches. Steven Music in P31, also fighting for that team championship with Chris Sweeney, Dario Ferrer in P32, and Rowdy Burns rounds off the grid. And Rowdy Burns does have a quali ban. That's why he's starting at the back, so he's got a lot of work to do. But Kevin Johnston about to start leading the drivers in a side-by-side. Trey Morgan wanting to capitalize on this good, pretty good, I'd say, qualifying performance. And boys, are we in for a treat? We got Monza Turn 1 heading up in the next few seconds as Kevin Johnston leads these drivers through Parabolica. Dylan Bonsall right behind him, hoping to catch that very nice slipstream of the Lexus and maybe making a pass on Trey Morgan into Turn 1. Man, I feel like Eminem there. I was wrapping these.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was quick.
Amazing job. Did you guys just hear a clap?
I mean, as these, I did
that
not.
me? I
No.
don't know.
That
My
might have
headphones
been
are
you.
bugging. Anyway, we are heading onto the start-finish straight. Kevin Johnston leading Trey Morgan, leading Dylan Bonsall. Those are your top three. 2 McLarens and a Lexus. Let's see if Kevin Johnston can just run away with this race in turn 1. The Lexus has a good start here. We are green. Trey Morgan, pretty decent launch here. Not too far behind the Lexus, but Dylan Bonsall not trying to capitalize on that slipstream from Kevin Johnston. But Kevin Johnston holding steady on the inside, not wanting to make any fuss of turn 1 here. Let's see these drivers. Oh, wait. I see 3 wide in the back. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm so scared. Chris Sweeney getting onto the grass here. Oh, Kevin Johnston's getting on the
look
grass
at
here.
Johnson.
Johnson
Look at that
fisted
Kevin
into
Johnson.
the first chicane.
No, he loses the lead
Into the
instantly. Trey
sausage
Morgan
curves.
is into the lead here.
Trey Morgan leading now.
taking the lead.
And there's carnage in the back
There's
here.
Rapcap?
Cesare
Yeah,
Penkowitz.
there's
Oh, no.
carnage in the
Oh,
back.
no.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Okay, we got to go back.
Yeah.
We got to go back. Trey Morgan into the lead,
This
though,
is still
of
such
this
a great
race.
starting series here, though.
That,
Let's
is
see
that
what happens
Cube? I
here.
believe that's Cube Master in the mix of all of this.
Cesare Penkowitz. Oh, it's a parking lot. Steven Sauer gets a bump. Oh, it's just a
Oh.
concertina effect, a huge concertina effect. There is carnage
And
up ahead here. Libanori among the drivers that was spun in P21. Oh, no. I don't know what's happening here. Libanori in P19. Chris Sweeney in P13. But Trey Morgan, the biggest
Rapcap
winner.
getting a little loose to there. Oh, there's carnage.
Oh, that is John Hanson, car 512. That is off here.
512. Yep.
That is P1 in the team championship off, and that is not what you want to see for the team standings here. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Kevin Johnston back into P3, but he's fighting Dylan Bonsall. They're side by side.
Rav
Rapcap is off.
Cab
No,
going off
they're
into
side
the
by side
sandpit.
here.
Oh, Rav
No.
Cab going completely
Oh,
off
Madison.
into the tire barrier. Rav Cab has hit the wall.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
no.
And that is Rodrigo Moreno, I believe, going off. Oh my goodness, guys. It is all gone
Rav
down
Cab has-
here.
Oh,
Rapcap
Rap's struggling to
has
even get back on
damage.
the track at this point.
And Trey
Rav is
Morgan.
crab walking.
Trey Morgan is clear. He is
Trey has
3.4
pulled
seconds
a
into
Trey
the lead.
Morgan.
One lap.
What?
This is a dream start for the team of Totally Corvettes, Brickyard Motorsport.
I'm all in. I'm all in on Trey Morgan. Let's see what happens here. This is so
Oh
exciting.
my
God,
goodness,
look
they're
at this.
going really
Look at
close.
this.
Kevin Johnston on the attack. Bonzel looking to defend. Kevin Johnston on the outside of Bonzel, looking on the outside. And whoa,
Oh.
Bonzel sticks
Oh.
his elbows out. Oh my goodness, getting
Austin
really
getting so
close.
close to Johnston. Matt Mattisey not far off, waiting for an attack on Townsend.
Let's see what happens here with Matt Mattisey following Austin Townsend into lap 2 of De La Raja here. Tucks into the slipstream, but goes a little bit wide just to spot the braking port because you don't want to break into the car here. Austin Townsend gets on the brakes pretty comfortably, but dives for the apex, misses it a little bit. So does Kevin Johnston. So, oh, Kevin Johnston in the grass, and there's a
Oh,
bump.
bad
There's
exit.
contact.
No, there's
Contact and
contact.
Townsend
There's
is going
bump.
sent off by Mattisey.
And Steve Foster and Chris
And
Sweeney
Sarver,
both
look at
super
Sarver.
happy. Oh my goodness,
in
what
the
happened to
background.
Sarver? What
No,
is going
Sarver-
on here?
That was Sarver's car. Look at Sarver fighting for that position. with-
Sarver's up into
who's-
P7.
with
Oh my
where's
god.
that? Sarver has made a statement here saying he really wants the silver championship, and there's contact behind him, and that's the other Morgan brother.
That's Mac Morgan.
Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Steve Foster fighting here, Chris Sweeney pretty close here. These are two of Dan Kern's drivers. Marlon, if any time for your curse button, it is no. I'm kidding. But this is close fighting here. I think we're side by side. Lombardo and Finn Jen here. These cars are in a pack.
It's a random incident, okay?
These cars are in a very tight pack. Ottavio Libinori capitalizing on these cars fighting. He is currently sitting P8, and one team to look out for, apart from Kevin Johnson, is the team of Steve Foster and Ottavio Libinori. These two cars are both inside the top 8, really making a nice case for themselves for the team championship. I don't know how far off they were from the lead of John Ansom and Hunter Gale, but I don't know, guys. This is going to be really close, but what's not close is the lead that Trey Morgan has. 5 minutes just passed, and he is 5 seconds clear of Dylan Bonsell. Dylan Bonsell in P2. Super race from him so far. Defending from Kevin Johnson on the previous lap. And there seems to be, I hope, a decent, no pileups here. I'm like lost for words, guys. I don't know what's going on. There's so much happening here.
I mean, it was kind of expected. We're at Monza here.
Oh,
you were talking about Trey Morgan. I don't want to curse him so early, but Trey Morgan
don't
having that 5-second gap. He needs to keep it up. He needs to find time away from these people, because we've seen the timings from the timing charts. We all know that these drivers are quick on this track. Oh my goodness, look at this. What is this? Oh my goodness, on the outside goes that Porsche of Koval, getting that move done on Mac Morgan. Mac Morgan going off the track.
Bouncing back onto the track.
Oh my goodness, he was able to keep this McLaren stable enough to keep racing, but that was almost a brown pants moment for Mac Morgan. A second one, actually. I believe he did have an incident before which put him into P17.
Yaro Koval navigating through a scar here, following Cesare Penkowitz in the Honda NSX. Oh, there's a driver cutting the absolute
there's a driver
living
off
crap.
the tracks.
Koval's
Koval's going on contact. Big contact on the final straight.
Oh my
Mac Morgan avoiding it.
Oh my
car's going straight through.
What has
I
happened
can't even
here?
call what this is. This is insane.
Oh, the camera's going crazy. What is happening?
We are so back D4.
Marlon, I'm afraid to say this is the last race of the season. I know you keep wanting to watch this, but that is the car. I believe that's Shane Lewis going up, and everyone just has to manage. They're bumping. This is bumper cars.
Oh my goodness!
And the replay just cut short. Calling for the best. And Mac Morgan is the yellow flag in a parabolica there. What has happened to Mac? No, what's gone from good to bad to worse here. Mac is in the pits.
Oh, and he's going into the pits.
Oh, Sergio Lindo with a massive dive bomb here.
Sergio Lindo with a dive.
Oh my goodness, what is happening in D4? It's only 10 minutes in. This is like Nürburgring.
And he gets hit.
There
we go.
No, Mac.
Terrible ACC physics there.
No, I'm gutted for Mac. I am absolutely
Morgan
gutted.
pitted early though. Yeah, I didn't see him hit the wall, so that there must have been previous.
I think his tires were just so gone from the amount of times he spun.
Yeah, well, Mac's been involved in 3 separate incidences already, and we're only 7 minutes into the race.
7 minutes in, all to play for, but talk about clutch, Gene, right here. Steven Sarver, after not the best qualifying, is up into P6, and what has kicked off in Monza has truly kicked off in Monza. Steven Sarver currently gaining 12 positions from the start of the race, overtaking Matt Madison in Lesmo 2, all but solidifying his silver championship hopes in D4, but what can happen will happen. Murphy's Law can be applied to any Monza race, especially that of D4.
Trey's actually going to start getting into some of the damage traffic coming out, so he's going to have some blue flags to try to navigate through, and hopefully it doesn't slow him up too much. Kevin Johnson, or Dylan Bonzo rather, is definitely holding the gap there, so hopefully Trey can make it through this traffic pretty cleanly and continue to kind of use that as a barrier between him and Dylan.
I think Kevin Johnson here is more worried about just, keeping his nose clean. He does have the fastest lap of
oh my goodness.
Don't scare me, man.
There's someone in Parabolica going yellow. Wait, I saw that. I saw on your screen. It was some car going straight.
Look at this. Oh, the bump draft in the turn
Oh
one.
my
This
goodness,
is
the bump
devious
draft,
work
yeah.
from Christian Holmes here.
Music and
Can Steven
Holmes.
Music make the braking zone? Shoots past it a little bit. This is
Oh,
this is
Music
crazy smart
going
from Christian Holmes here.
slightly wide.
Yeah, but he defends just enough from Christian Holmes. That was a cheeky little bump draft from the Aston Martin driver of Christian Holmes there, going into turn one on Steven Music. That was too close to comfort
Holmes
there for
won't
me.
give up though. Holmes not known to give up here, so Music in for a massive battle.
Ooh,
Pharaoh looking
look at
to
that damage
capitalize.
He's got some front damage. I want to see if his
Something-
bonnet is flopping. It's definitely bumping around. You
bit.
could see in the camera
Just a
there.
bit. Extra
a
arrow.
little bit.
Active arrow.
Just a little bit. Fingendo, currently sitting P12, about 7/10 behind Tyler Thompson. Tyler Thompson, we were talking about Dark Horse of D4, as per usual, up 11 spots. Dude, this guy is just, I don't know, he just knows how to keep his nose clean, you know?
He's a
chilling.
machine.
He's a
chilling.
Bentley
Machine.
Whisperer.
The Bentley Whisperer.
It
That's
does. It
right.
does look like Trey is losing a little bit of time to Dylan Bonzel, along with Kevin Johnston just behind Dylan as well. So hopefully we'll have to keep an eye on this gap and see just how fast it's coming down. But hopefully Trey can find some pace and keep this lead going.
Oh, whoa, whoa, what's happening there? Heisner going straight into the wall.
Oh, no.
trying to avoid
More wall.
Morgan. Oh my goodness, double
I'm
wall.
starting to think, you know,
crash
Trey
for
Morgan is a
Heisner.
commentator. I think he has a force pull button of his own.
He has his own button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Heisner
He just
getting out of
force
the pits
pushed
here.
Heisner into the wall there.
I think so.
Marlon has found a way to dupe it, and he mailed it to him.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. I hope the replay caught it in time, but I don't know what happened. What is Mike Heisner doing? Okay, I'm glad we didn't see the rest of that because I
That
fear
is-
for that man's safety
That is
and
a
dignity.
very strange. I don't
Very
think I've ever
strange
seen
indeed,
that
yeah.
happen during the race.
That was incredible stuff. I don't know what just happened.
Well, only in
guys. I'm lost for words.
Only in D4.
Matt Mattisey chasing Ottavio Libanore, 2-2-9-6 drivers here. They are caught up in blue flag traffic at the moment. Yaro Koval right in front of them. So Ottavio Libanore going to be on those flashes, trying to get past Yaro Koval so he can catch up to Steven
Wait a
Sarver.
sec. Wait, we saw Steven Sarver getting with the battle of Mattisey. That means Levanora has made a position.
Yeah, I
up
think
on
he's
Mattisey.
past them.
There
Yeah,
we go.
car 428. That's Corey Mummery.
Oh, and there's the yellow flag. Oh,
De La Rocha
man.
here. I assume the car got on the bumps, and we all know what happened after that. So let's take a look at what happened here. Corey Mummery going through Curva Grande here in the 296. That car already looks bruised enough as it is. I hate to say it, but I think he just went over the
cat
bumps.
and
I think. Oh no, he just lost it on his own.
Oh,
and
no.
straight
Oh,
into
no, he
the
got
Pirelli
loose.
barrier there.
yeah, that front arrow damage got. That front arrow got damaged.
Ay, ay, ay. Not the best day for Corey Mummery. But Hunter Gale here in a fight with, I believe that is Sergio Lindo and Steven Music. Steven Music falling back here a little bit, but Sergio Lindo was fighting for that P2 spot, P1 spot, as a matter of fact, in the silver standings. Steven Sarver, not a worry in the world. Currently 2.5 seconds by Steve Foster, about 2 seconds ahead of Libanore. He's big chilling.
You know what? Yeah, he's very, very chill right now. Levanora, not relatively close. Levanora actually having to worry more about Mattisey, who Mattisey actually just got past him again. So these two fighting out for the P8 position. You were
got
mentioning
past the
Hunter
blue
Gale
flag.
before, but
Oh no, Matt Mattisey cuts the
Yeah.
chicane a little bit. That's going to be some time lost there
Whoa.
for Matt Mattisey. So Libanore holding a healthy gap, and it seems that all the drivers in the top 10, there's no one close within a second. The closest gap I see on track at the moment is Mike Farrow and Steven Music. These cars are fighting right here.
oh, these two going wide. There we go. Ford versus Porsche here. It's
You
Mike
know
Farrell
what?
and
I was
Music.
expecting more chaos in the first 20 minutes, but these guys have settled into the race. You know,
Okay, but you know what that means though. In the last 20 minutes, it's gonna be absolutely.
I mean,
horrible.
I hope you're wrong for the sake of my sanity as a
It's
steward,
happened before.
but-
It's happened before.
Yeah,
multiple times.
You're not wrong. Dylan Bonsell stealing the fastest lap away from Kevin Johnston with a 48.3. Dylan Bonsell currently just flying. He's in a zone, but Trey Morgan also in a
Yeah,
zone.
he's
Holding a steady gap. He's also chilling. I mean, The best
That gap
laps
was 4
are,
seconds though.
yeah, I mean, the gap is, it's still there, but Trey Morgan in a world of his own, representing both of the Morgans, I believe, because Mac Morgan had a bit of a coming together with Christian Holmes earlier in the race at Parabolica. Not the best race starts for these drivers, but Trey Morgan holding the fort down for the team. Seems that Dylan Bonsell had a moment. What's going on here?
Oh, Ferrer, yellow
Yeah, was
flag.
Hold on,
Trey
Dylan
looked like he
Bonsell.
had a moment there too.
I don't know what
Dylan
happened.
Bonsell.
Dylan Bonsell had a bit of a moment. He lost about a second to Trey Morgan, but now he's got to worry about Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson now in the slipstream of the McLaren. Let's see if he can stay close to Dylan Bonsell here through Sector 2. The dirty air will affect him a little bit, but if he can stay close, maybe like 0.4, 0.3 seconds, that Lexus is going to have legs on the McLaren on the straight. So if he can stay close, I can't really imagine a world where Dylan stays ahead here.
You know what? 2 drivers gone, and I just realized that now because Townsend typing it up in chat. What a joke.
Oh, Trey goes a little wide, but looks like he recovered pretty well heading into Parabolica, so we're okay there.
So Peachy Stearns overtook FinGen here. FinGen must have had a moment here. Let's take a look at what happened for FinGen going into Lesmo 1. I think I saw some shifts on the race control, and there was a... Oh, yep. There she blows for FinGen. Unfortunate. I know, Rally, you guys were teammates, so... You know.
Yeah, Finn's a great guy, man. He's improved so much. You know, he's also gone from D6, D5 to D4, so he's running himself up the ranks, and it's just been fun to watch. But yeah, that was definitely a moment there for him. I'm sure I'll hear about that post race.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
FinGen for Lando
Ferrer with
Piastri
another
Racing.
yellow
This
flag.
car off of
FinGen.
Ascari. That's, as you said, Dario Ferrer
Yeah,
here.
that's Ferrer.
Facing the wrong way, looking at the Tifosi. Unfortunately, he's not driving a Ferrari, so they will not be cheering for him. Let's see what happened here for Dario Ferrer, TC8. Going through Ascari. The car gets bumpy here for sure, so... Oh, he's got a floppy bonnet. I can only imagine what happened here for Dario Ferrer.
Oh.
Already damaged car, very bruised car, and an even more bruised ego as he goes off into the green wall. That Marshall definitely waving the yellow flag, and Dario Ferrer is in the garage. Kevin Johnston has fallen a bit away from Dylan Bonsell, so I don't know if... Looks like Trey Morgan invalidated the previous lap, which means he might have gone off, lost a little bit of time, but Dylan Bonsell
He did,
back
yeah.
on it, yeah.
He went wide just before Parabolica
Wow.
through the chicane.
Yeah, he's eating those curbs. Those might be a bit.
Oh wow, that's got to be a track limit warning for Trey Morgan as it goes pretty wide from Ascari there. Crikey, mates. It's all kicked off here in Division 4 Round 8, hasn't it?
We're
man.
joined by a guest speaker in the booth.
Crocodile
Australian
Dundee.
Anton.
Kevin Johnson pretty close to Dylan Bonsell here, about 0.8 right behind him. Dylan Bonsell still holding the... No,
Short-lived Australian.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
We'll
doing
try
an
to get him
Australian
back
accent
later
and
for you
quite
guys,
the
folks.
opposite, side
Chat,
of the
let
world.
us
he's
know
back.
if you enjoy
He's back.
Australian Anton.
Yeah, I'm back. I got kidnapped for a moment to buy Aussie Anton there.
I'm starting to think they're the same person, Marlon. What do you think?
You know what? I can't tell, man.
This is what streaming in D4 for an entire season does to somebody.
Yeah, it just loosens a couple screws upstairs.
I think a couple's an understatement, you know. Oh no, Tyler
Yeah.
Thompson is off.
Oh no.
Tyler Thompson.
What happened here? He loses out to Darren Robichaud here. Darren Robichaud gets passed into P10. So both Matt Massey and Darren Robichaud have had quite the massive gains this race. I know Matt Massey had quite a bit better qualifying than Darren, but oh, it looks like Tyler just misses the breaking point completely, forced to take the escape road, and you know Dan Cran here. You know, I'm always here for Dan slander, so he missed the breaking point into turn 1 and got a drive-through, straight up drive-through for doing that. So that was pretty nuts to watch. Oh, Kevin Johnson's super close to Dylan Bonsell here. What has happened to Dylan Bonsell?
Yeah, I wonder
Again.
if there's going to be a move coming.
Ooh, Kevin
Or if
Johnson's
it's just
closing
the
for a move
Lexus
here.
power hawking him down.
He's looking for a move.
I think Kevin's smarter here. You know, he's fighting for that championship. He knows he's got the legs, and he's gonna be onto the longer straight here, heading into turn 1. Let's see how that Lexus can
there's a
power
yellow flag.
onto the McLaren here. Oh, and it's not even close. Look at the
yellow for
gaining he's
Stearns.
getting.
Look at
this?
the gain.
Oh, and Peachy Stearns. Car 134 is off in a scar, but we're here to watch the championship leader try to overtake P2 again.
On the
Goes
outside.
around-
He's closing the doors. Kevin Johnston makes the move stick, but Bonzel's going to try and respond to that. What
Yeah,
a
Bonsel's
move,
not
though.
finished yet with Kevin Johnson. We've seen Bonsell have the pace. He does have the fastest lap of the race. Kevin Johnson defending for a slight moment, but the Lexus just has the legs on it. Is able to, you know, keep ahead of Dylan Bonsell for the moment.
Oh,
a little bit of
my
a tank
goodness.
slap right there for
He
Dylan
just
Bonsell.
throws it in.
And he just loses sight
That could have been
of that P2
bad.
position of Kevin Johnston. Falls back a little bit, and Kevin Johnson with a very solid move. I would say, he goes into the gravel there just for the BM
Goes a
on
bit
Dylan
wide,
Bonsell.
yeah.
He does lose a little bit of time there. Dylan
It
Bonsell
does lose time.
right
Dylan's
back
pulling back
on
in.
him. Yeah, dude. It's not over yet. It's not over. Just with this accent isn't over. So-
And he's back.
Oh,
Aussie
no.
Anton is back.
It's Ozzy Anton.
and we're back. Back for more. I'm kidding.
Jeez.
Let's see what Dylan Bonsell can do here. Pretty tame Ascari for both Kevin Johnson and Dylan Bonsell, but the Lexus just runs away. It's already pulling a gap. This is just not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, this is what it's like to race the Lexus, Anton. It's hurtful more than anything.
Kevin Johnson, a bit of a slide there. Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah, a little loose.
Little loose, but it don't matter. It don't
Dylan
matter.
capitalizing on the downforce that his car creates, pulling back in through the final turn there as we head down the front straight, however. But yeah, it's just Kevin Johnson and the power. He's going to run away from him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this track is pretty much straight break, apart from Lesmo 1 and 2 and Ascari. You have those 2 chicanes in the first half of the lap, and then, you know, the more treacherous chicane of Ascari. But, you know, this track doesn't really have much to offer in terms of variability of corners. Of course, they're very difficult to navigate through because, you know, it's easy to be faster, especially if you're in a Lexus. You could just get on the power. Obviously, you have that straight line speed. But at the same time, you do have to navigate through those corners. You know, the curbs are not very friendly, as, you know, we have come to realize with, I believe it was Kevin Johnson going over the first chicane from the lead of the race. He lost it. So he's not leading the race. Trey Morgan, we have to revisit with, currently still sitting in the lead, holding that steady gap. Like I said, just chilling, you know, holding that lead. And, you know, he's got nothing to worry about.
I am curious to see what Kevin Johnson can do with the gap between him and Trey Morgan now, though. You know, it makes you wonder, is Kevin Johnson playing it safe? Obviously, he's leading the championship, right? So points matter. However, it does make you wonder, is he going to try to pull the gap back in and go for the win, or is he going to let Trey kind of just stay out there and stay safe?
Absolutely. We just saw a move Mike Farrow on Steven Music. Let's see how this transpired. Looks like Steven Music had a poor exit out of turn 1 and 2. Mike Farrow using the Porsche legs at its early stages of torque to get alongside here. And the overlap is there. Heading into De La Roja, I imagine the Porsche just outbrakes the Mustang, uses the superior mid-corner arrow, and makes the move stick there. Mike Farrow up into P17.
It's a beautiful move.
Oh, and Lombardo makes a move on Matt Madison here, and there's movers here. Oh, no!
Whoa,
Dylan Bonsell's in
late
the
on
pits.
the
Oh, my
brakes.
goodness. I had a bit of a moment. I thought he died.
No, not Bonzo.
Yo, man.
Oh, these two drivers are both in the pits. Look at that. Oh, very close there for Matt Madison.
Oh, very close
Look
to a
at
little
that.
bonk there.
No bonk, you know, a little bit. Hunter Gale
Lombardo,
also
yeah,
into the pits, I
Madison.
believe. Nope, Hunter Gale through, stays out. A lot of cars into the pits. Finn Jen also into the pits here. Who else we got into the pits? Oh my god, there's so much moving on my race control. No, what is happening? No! Oh my god. But those who like to stay out, we got Trey Morgan, Kevin Johnson, Chris Sweeney, Steve Foster, Steven Sarver, Ottavio Lubinori. All these cars have chosen to stay out. But the first of the top 3 that's decided to pit, Dylan Boncel, is up and moving. Hopefully has a clean stop here. I believe we could see what the pit was like here. Time to pit here for Dylan Boncel, about 1 minute and 4 seconds. I don't exactly know what a good time here for a stop, but Lombardo also sitting in the pits about 55 seconds into his pit stop here. RevCab, one of those early pitters here. So we'll see what he can do. His car obviously damaged from the early lap 1 incidents. But, you know, don't count him out here. John Ansimer's right behind him. Browdy Burns also right behind him after a qualifying ban. Trey Morgan electing to stay out another lap here. Let's see what Kevin Johnson does. Heading into turn 1 on the front straight. Elects to stay out as well. Chris Sweeney, let's see what he does. He goes into the pit, so he's also going to blink. He's going to react to that undercut from Dylan Boncel ahead. So Dylan Boncel trying to force Kevin Johnson to pit, but Kevin Johnson, as we saw earlier in the season, not one to budge when pressure is on him. So let's see what happens here. This pit cycle is going to be very interesting to see what goes on here. Hunter, oh my goodness. What did we just see?
Move.
Trey Morgan. That is not Trey Morgan. That is Mac Morgan.
No, Mac Morgan.
Yeah, Mac Morgan.
Yeah, Mac Morgan already
into
pit.
the pits. The push goes. And Mac Morgan looking to find some time that's lost here.
Guys, I think Anton needs a break from talking. I think we all know who needs to come
Yeah,
out.
yeah, you've been doing quite a bit of it. So, interestingly enough, Kevin Johnson has pulled back a second on Trey Morgan already. So, Anton, not to make you speak more, but if you're Trey Morgan right now and you're coming into the pit window, what's your strategy? Are you staying out for as many laps as what you can, or are you trying to wait to see if Kevin's going to go in? Like, what in your mind, what are you looking for?
So I think the ideal strategy here, obviously, so Dylan Boncel, one of those early pitters, I think he does get past Chris Sweeney here. So the main focus is going to be on those 2 front drivers, Kevin Johnson and Trey Morgan. So going back to your question here, Riley, I think the obvious answer would just be 30-30 split, especially with the conditions being the way they are. Monza is pretty stable with it in terms of tire wear. That's why we've seen Trey Morgan, you know, being able to do consistent times as he does, I think, slightly go off here. He's going to like to stay out another lap. But the ideal split here being 30-30, of course, the tires, a fresh set of tires on less fuel will be quicker, so an undercut can work here. But the problem arises here for Trey Morgan is that the cars such as Hunter Gale here, moving alongside him and ahead, will be blue flags. So he's going to have to make do with what he's got in front. Currently,
that's Kevin
next closest
Johnston going into the sausage curbs.
Oh, Kevin Johnson had a moment, it seems.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
He had a moment into the sausage curbs in turn 1 and turn 2. So
Okay,
he's going to lose some time there, but...
We see Sarver, we see Foster, we see Darren Robichaud also into the pits. So Tyrell Thompson not into the pits. Ottavio Lubinori also not into the pits, hoping to get a nice overcut on these cars ahead. Guys, I am famished.
How was that sandwich?
Yeah, did you get to eat your pub sub?
No, I didn't. Can you believe it?
Man, they really just messed you up
2 weeks
tonight.
in a row. I got Five Guys last week. I wasn't able to eat that, but this is
That's
the fight
true.
on track right here.
You did, yeah.
So
Oh,
Dylan
man,
Boncel
this is not
going
good for
to
you.
he's gonna come out ahead of Steven Sarver, Darren Robichaud, those guys. He is chilling, but the main focus is gonna be on Kevin Johnson and on Trey Morgan. Let's see if these guys like to pit, because I think at this point in time, Dylan Boncel, his last lap being a 48.5 versus Trey Morgan with a 49.3, Kevin Johnson being a 49.2. The undercut is going to start to work wonders here for Dylan Boncel, especially if the cars in P1 and P2 do not elect to pit here. So let's see what strategical call Trey Morgan's going to make here. Is he staying out another lap? He is staying out.
Trey
So
is
Dylan
staying out another
Boncel is
lap?
licking his lips watching this, because Dylan Boncel, let's see what kind of lap he does. He's going to go through Sector 1 and Sector 2. Kevin Johnson.
Oh, stop and go
also
30 for
wanted-
Mike Farrow.
Oh no, Mike Farrow, I guess, speeding into the pit here. Look at this, all these cars coming out. Oh, I need a breather. Oh my goodness. Oh,
It's hard to commentate this one because there's so much happening that it's just entertaining to watch. Like I find myself lost in my own thoughts.
That's how I feel right now.
That's kind of how D4 has been the entire season.
So Liminori into the pits.
I remember. I forgot what race.
You know,
was it
Trey.
the Nürburgring? We'd go into like one incident, it would be another incident. It's amazing.
Oh yes, yeah.
I think,
Nürburgring is what I remember seeing.
Yeah, Riley was a chatter for that race, so I imagine his fingers from typing in the chat were a bit sore, as opposed to my talking voice. So, you know, to each their own.
I developed new calluses.
Calluses from typing in the chat.
From typing is a bit absurd.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So
Dylan
Trey's
Monzel.
actually starting to get a little bit of blue flag traffic between him and Kevin Johnson right now, and I'm wondering if that's working towards his advantage. Let's taking a look at the gap here. He's managed to pull it back out from 3.7 back to 4.3 seconds. So it does seem like Kevin's getting held up just a little bit with maybe some inopportune times to get around that blue flag traffic.
And on your screen, you see Dylan Monzel really trying to push his car into turns 1 and 2, almost losing the rear of that McLaren, but he keeps it on track, looking or hunting for a top, or at least a top 3 position. Dylan Monzel going P3 of the race.
You know, I really think that Trey Morgan has got to box this lap. Otherwise, he's going to fall under the clutches of Dylan Bonsell. The average time to pit here, it seems...
there's a yellow flag for car 664.
Oh, no, I believe... Oh, no, who is that? 664, that's Thomas Greer there of the Bentley.
Oh,
Let's see if
man.
we can catch what happened here to Thomas Greer. Going through Lesmo 1 and 2. Oh, I can use this to catch a breather here. I'm trying to, you know, get some breaths in between.
I wonder if he just gets in the dirt here. Yep.
And he's just gonna
loses the
it.
rear end. Yep.
Tough.
Slight damage to his Bentley there, but I don't think enough to cause significant aero damage. Still unfortunate.
All right,
Star
we
Wars
are
gonna
at
be
the
pretty
halfway
bad.
point. We're at the halfway
Officially
point.
30
Trey is
minutes, yeah.
still out. No pit yet.
Halfway point of the race. New
So-
chances.
Oh,
for
we got a
incidents,
yellow
and
for
another
car
yellow
428.
flag. Already starting off strong
Car
with Corey Mummery
428.
here.
Oh, Corey Mummery with another incident. He's going backwards after Della Raja. There's a few cars appearing right behind him. That's Finn Jen of Lando Piastri Racing. I love that name, by the way. And he just stops on track. I
Fun to
believe that's
say.
all she wrote for Corey Mummery. But I'm still looking out for this Trey Morgan, Kevin Johnston, Dylan Bonsell battle, because as it stands, Dylan Bonsell will undercut Kevin Johnston if Kevin Johnston has an even decent pit stop, because the average pit time for a lot of these drivers has been between 105 and 111, and Dylan Bonsell being the quickest of those stoppers. So let's see, does Trey Morgan make the call here to box? And he looks like he does.
Yeah, he's leaning into
Yeah,
it.
he's in. Here we go. Now the question is Kevin going to follow him in,
But
or is he?
slows
No,
down
Kevin elects to
quite
stay
a
out.
bit. No,
Kevin's staying
no.
out for a long stint.
Oh no! I feel like
You have to
Dylan
really be
Bonsell's
worried about
gonna
your
come out
tires
ahead of both
disadvantage
of
at
these
this
guys. To
point.
be honest, I
Yeah.
think he's gonna come out in P1.
That would be a massive upset for the Morgan brother here.
Yeah.
We've seen
Dylan
we've seen
Bonsell is
Morgan
headed in.
race-
He's headed towards Ascari right now.
Let's stay on board here with Dylan Bonsell. Let's see how he can manage through Sector 3 here. He's got to have a good Sector
Yep.
3 here.
Trey
to
pulled
make
into
sure
the
he
box about 5 seconds ago, so
Yeah, I mean,
All
I
right.
saw that he slowed down
Looking
quite
good through
massively
Ascari.
for the pit entry, so I'm curious to see if he even made it to the point where the pit stop was going to be quick to even.
oh, this
Beat
is gonna
Dexter.
be this is gonna be
This is going to be extremely
pretty close here.
Bonzel looking
Trey is
to
lucky
take
he does
pole-
have
or-
a pit box at the end of pit lane though, so he won't have to spend too much time on the pit limiter. But let's see. Okay,
I
Trey
think
is
he's gonna
rolling
get it.
now.
onto
Bonzel's
the
going to
main
come across the
straight here.
line.
Bonzel,
I
they
think
might
he's
be
gonna get
fighting
him.
for this
Hold
P1
on.
position.
Oh, this is going to
At
be
the end of the
close.
pit box. Oh, it's going to be extremely
Come on,
close
Trey,
here.
get up to speed. Let's go.
Come on, Trey.
Bonsell
Trey
goes past.
and Bonzel going.
All right, we have a
speeding
fight.
by.
Let's go.
Which, you know what that means? He's going to be ahead of Kevin Johnson by an even bigger margin, because Kevin Johnson was 5 seconds
Yep.
behind Trey Morgan. Dylan Bonsell from an undercut of P3 after a few here and there incidents in the first half of the race into P1, the silver driver leading the way, not only with the fastest lap of the race last lap, he was really pushing it with a 48.29. He is into the lead with a commanding lead, actually. He's about 2 seconds ahead of Trey Morgan, but Trey Morgan going to have those fresher tires on that little bit of less fuel. So can Trey Morgan make it back?
We hope. I mean, you got to figure, though, it's going to take 2 laps for Trey to get those tires up to full optimal performance. And you also have to remember that, you know, as Trey, you have to remind yourself, you can't push too hard on your outlap, right? Because the tires just aren't there. And after coming off such a hot first stint, it makes you wonder, like, is he going to cook it at any moment? I hope he can keep it clean. I hope he can chase him down.
Yeah, for sure. And we're seeing Kevin Johnson going to the pits here.
Going to the pits, yeah.
But all eyes are on Dylan Boncel. Again, going through a scar. He's really pushing it, like I said. But I don't think he really has much to worry about in regards to Kevin, because he did get ahead of Trey Morgan, which, you know, by transitive law of mathematics, will put him ahead of Kevin Johnston. And there's a yellow flag at turn 1. That is going to be
flag for car
Christian
240.
Holmes. He's
Christian
off.
Holmes, yeah.
The Aston driver.
Maybe he got a cheeky
Looks
bump
like
draft.
he is back on and rolling here.
And Dylan Boncel just going to sail past Kevin Johnston here. Let's look at the pit stop times, because Trey Morgan, yeah, his time in pit was 4 seconds longer than Dylan Boncel. And just like I said, Kevin Johnston exiting the pits
Trey
now.
Morgan going past as well.
Yep.
Kevin Johnston
going to end up
gonna have to deal with the
P3.
traffic, yeah.
Oh, and I think Chris Sweeney also overtook him. So Chris Sweeney inherits the last podium place ahead of Kevin Johnston. So Kevin Johnston going from, I don't want to say 0 just because, you know, he was in P2, but he went from 0 to 0, losing out in the pit stops to Dylan Boncel and Chris Sweeney. Steven Sarver not too far behind, but having to defend from Steve Foster here. Steve Foster wanting to secure that team championship for himself and Ottavio Libanori, not too far behind. So if these guys can really lock in here, they can challenge for that team championship.
Oh, and Boncel's going to be an interesting case, because if Trey isn't able to get past Boncel, he won't be able to slow down he won't be able to slow him down for Sarver. And Sarver, as we've seen, these two fighting out for the championships within 20 points of each other. So this is going to be an interesting silver division fight.
Wait, where's Boncel in regards to silver?
I'm checking right now.
Because this could be a huge swing of points if he's also
Dylan
fighting
Boncel is Steven Sarver 262 points, and Bonzel's only 246.
You know,
so
what?
They're within 20 points.
I think he
wow.
can challenge for this. If he holds
this
P1,
might be
this
I
might
think he can win
change the
this.
championship.
Wow. So Dylan Boncel, not even on our radar, it seems, for the silver championship, out of nowhere, just grasping it. He's got it in the palm of his hands. The power of the sun. Shout out Doc Ock. But
Hey, great quote.
Hey, what we've seen from Doc Ock in the movies, he wasn't successful at keeping that power. Well, we'll see with Bonzel in the last 24 minutes.
Why would you say that?
oh,
I'm gonna add some spice.
Look at this.
Oh, look
Shane
at this
Lewis
move from
being
Foster.
He's Shane Lewis being a blue flag here, but on the rubber banding to Steven Sarver, this is going to be scary in the braking zone. Steven Sarver
Into
goes
the inside,
for the move here.
Foster looks in the inside. Sarver trying to put his elbows out. He does put his elbows out. And Sarver getting contact with Foster.
He bumps him into turn 2. What is going on here? This is crazy.
Told you it's the final 20 minutes. I told you it's the final 20.
And we're not there yet. We got 23 to go.
We got 3 minutes. Here we go.
Count, ladies and gentlemen, start your stopwatches. It is the countdown to Carnage and D4 as Marlon is. Oh, well, look at that. Wait, he had a very good Delarage here.
Into the inside. Steve Foster
Here
looks
we
again.
go.
And Sarver trying to hold on to that position. He's going to go too wide
give the
with
space,
it.
boys. Give the space. Ooh, good
Very
clean race
clean
in there.
driving.
Sarver.
And they know that they've got 3 minutes left until Doomsday and D4 arrives. So, you know, these guys are, you know, getting the clean racing while they can. Look at this. There's a whole gaggle of cars here for Chris Sweeney ahead of him.
Just keeping an eye on the gap between Dylan Bonzel and Trey Morgan. Trey is actually losing time lap by lap to Dylan Bonzel. The last lap, Dylan was able to pull out 3/10 on Trey.
Bonzel, I mean, he's flying. We saw him take fastest lap of the race, and he kept a relatively good pace
Oh my
compared
god, look
to
at
that
this,
time,
guys.
so- Oh my goodness, Steve Foster trying
This
to look
fight
at the
ain't over.
He's looked at the inside multiple times, and he might be taking this
Spider
one.
line,
Steve
here it is.
Foster
So he
taking the
gets the
place away
move
from
done, but
Sarver,
Steven
but
Sarver was
Sarver-
able to have the car run wider. So, you know, I think
got a
it's going to
little
be another
faster
side by
exit there.
side here between Steven Sarver and Steve Foster. So Steve Foster currently sitting with the purple lap of a 48.21. Not too much faster than Dylan Bonsell. Steve Foster does pull out ahead, but very late braking for Steve Foster, and he does able to make it stick. Blocks it on the apex. Ooh, very close
Oh,
there.
that was close. Love it.
No.
And you know what that means for Dylan Bonsell here? Another position that Sarver loses, which means more points for Dylan Bonsell in the offset. So, Marlon, I don't know if you remember,
Spicy.
last season in D4, we had a crazy upset winner of D4 Silver with Q Master.
It was
With-
Cube, right?
yeah. Are we going to see
He
another
tied
random
with-
swing of points in D4 Silver in the last round?
We might. I wanted to see the Lamborghini win, but Bonzel holding that P1 position, it looks like Morgan not finding the time he needs to get close to him, or at least closer than 2 seconds. So we might see a switch in the silver division
Again.
again.
Yeah, back to
Yeah,
back.
again.
Can we make it 3 times in a row next season? Find out in about 3 months' time, boys and girls.
You'll find out in about 40 seconds. I'll let you know. that.
Okay, Marlon. Okay.
I'm predicting it now. Some back markers are going to mess up Monzel's race.
That's,
I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm
messed
just kidding.
up, dude.
For legal reasons, I'm
There's
kidding.
there's no back markers even close to Bonsall. I'm pretty sure he's fine.
Trey is pulling time back on Bonzo.
Y'all are crazy, dude. Y'all are crazy.
Trey pulled 4
This is what
tenths.
D4 does to you. I'm sorry.
I know. I've been here, you know. I'm chilling.
We. I don't even know where the button thing started. Was it like the third race?
I'm pretty sure it was no, it was at least the second race, which was Nürburgring.
It was
Well,
Nürburgring.
Lebanon.
Every time you guys said a name, someone died. Like
No,
every
no,
single
no. For the
time.
record, it was Marlon. It was not me.
No.
It was
You
the-
can go
it was
back
the
to
box.
You
It
can
was
go
the
back
whole
to the
box.
VOD.
Box.
You can go back to the VOD.
I didn't do it. I did not kill that man.
Oh yeah, Trey has finally got the tires up to temperature. It seems like because he is still starting to pull back that time on Dylan Bonzel now. The gap down from 2.6 to 2.1.
So another gap that's also decreasing here is the gap between P7 and P6. Sarver seems to just be losing out after I think he pit pretty early between. I don't remember when he pit. He's been on these tires for about 13 minutes, as opposed to, for example, Kevin Johnson, who's been on these tires for 6 minutes. Kevin Johnson now holding the fastest lap of the race, showing why he's the championship leader with a 48.127. I see Dan Crane in the chat saying, Anton on track to win fantasy, having a massive week 2. Damn right, boys. Damn right. But we got 18
but they
minutes
messed
to
up
go.
his
It's
pup
not
stuff,
over.
Dan, so.
It's not over.
How many times have you won fantasy, Anton?
Oh,
This
you
will
know
be
what?
the third.
This is going to be
Triple
third
Brady.
time and the third time in a row. They don't call me Jordan
I might-
MJ for nothing. You know what I mean?
I might just push the button for Lieben
Who
Norris.
called
okay.
you that?
Okay. You know what? I'm going to get off Boncel's car. I'm going to get off Libinori's car. I'm going to go to, Dan's leading driver right here, Chris Sweeney.
You see, that's the problem. We see
Diabolical.
most incidents.
And would you look at this?
most incidents
Kevin
happen
Johnston.
off cam.
He's closing up. Look at this. Uh-oh, Dan. Uh-oh.
Trey under 2 seconds to Dylan Bonzel. 18
Yeah, but
minutes
thi-
to
this,
go. We could
this
see
has
it
more
change.
play here with Kevin Johnson trying to overtake back onto the podium because he's in a solo fight for the team championship as opposed to Williams Red Eye Racing and flying solo FTL of Libinori and Foster. And of course you have Sweeney and Music also in the fight. For Chris Sweeney, he's going to defend for his life here, I imagine. Oh, the braking marker of the 100 board is gone, so that 50 might be gone sooner than later, is my guess. But Libinori very close to Steven Sarver here for that P6 position, which means, boys, like I said earlier, that P1 position of Dylan Mansell gets even spicier for that D4 Silver Championship.
about the team championships though, right? So Hunter Gale and John Ansem with Williams Red Eye, they're in pretty good positions. They might be able to. What was that?
Yeah, did that car fade out for you too?
Yeah,
Man,
I saw.
don't know. I don't know what's going on these days.
Yeah, looking at the team, the team standings here, do have Hunter Gale and John Ansem leading with 717 points, but we see Chris Sweeney and Steven Music 699, and we know Kevin Johnson soloing the race or the team championship with 693. But I believe Hunter Gale and John Ansem were in positions where they might have just secured this championship. I don't want to.
Can we
I'm gonna
either
curse
get someone in the chat or one of you to do
them.
some quick maths?
Yeah, we need some mathematicians in the chat.
Well, look at this. Tyler Thompson is side by side with Darren Robichaud for that P8 place. And Darren Robichaud just seems to... Oh, whoa! That is wide for the Bentley driver, but I think he's just going to keep the position.
It's got legs. It can run.
Yeah, it's Tyler Thompson with, you know, a token performance in D4, up 14 positions. But the biggest mover of this race... We're not going to take absolute values here because that would be Rodrigo Moreno down 23 positions in P29. Rowdy Burns up from last place in P12, up 21 positions
What a
in the
drive
fight for that P3 spot against Tyler Thompson. So if Tyler Thompson can close up to Ottavio Libanori, who's fighting with Steven Sarver, you know, it could be a fight for that P3 spot.
Things are at the front. Things are starting to get pretty interesting here. We've got. Well, Trey Morgan did lose some time. He was down to a 1.3 gap, but he's back up to a 1.9. So he must have had a moment.
It's
Hey guys,
a significant moment to lose.
I hope you won't judge me. I'm gonna go on mute for like 20 seconds. I'm starving. I want to take a bite of this.
No, yeah, dude,
Yeah, go
please,
for it, man.
please.
Eat something.
Appreciate you all. I'm gonna go into Helicam on Kevin Johnson here.
Okay, no problem. Kevin's still following closely to Sweeney here. It seems like Sweeney's really holding his own. You know, I've had a couple battles with this guy, just on, well, battles I call it that, but running pace together in the practice servers, and Sweeney is a really clean driver. He's very, very good, very, very fast. But Kevin here, he's on the inside. Oh, thinks better of it. Going into the forces. Chris Sweeney
the runoff
through
track.
into the exit road there. Oh, I wonder how that's gonna play out here. I mean, technically, Sweeney doesn't have to give that back. There was no overtake, so...
Oh, he's giving it to him, though.
He is going to give it to... Okay, fair enough. I like the sportsmanship there. All right, so Kevin's... let's see here. He's got some free...
I see Anton is still controlling the replay.
Yeah, I'm here, boys. Don't worry.
I give Sweeney style points for navigating the barriers though, like a pro.
I mean, to be fair, like half of them are gone.
Hey, it's still a move. Oh, Sweeney's getting a little loose now.
And he's giving up that position to Kevin Johnston willingly. So Kevin Johnston now on the hunt for Trey Morgan, but he might not have enough time within 13 minutes. All depends on Trey Morgan's driving here. Libanori going a bit wide onto the grass. There we see Sarver still holding him off as best as he can. Sarver, as we know, is the leading silver driver, so he's going to hope that Morgan gets at least past Monza for this race. Oh my goodness. This is going to be really close. I need to do the math, actually.
It all comes down to the math tonight.
I can't do math right now.
It's too exciting.
Isn't it always down to math?
This is very exciting. It's
Maybe.
always down to math. We did the math last season. That's how we figured out Cube actually won silver.
Yeah.
So.
Wasn't it tied?
It was tied, but since he got the points in the last race...
Oh, wait, speaking of Cube, he's off.
Oh no.
Yeah, do the math on that one. Let's see what happened to Cube Master going into the chicane. By the way, guys, this sub is pretty darn good.
Every sub.
Would you say it's everything you ever wanted?
Nope.
At least you're on it.
Uh-oh. Big instant for Cube Master there. Right into the wall. Celery Penkowitz. This is This
Hey,
is
we-
a vital pass here. 400 kill. He needs to
Hey.
defend his position.
Let's take the stream to the top 2. They are getting very close to each other here.
Ooh.
We've got a fight on our hands.
1.4.
Look at this.
Bonzel and Trey Morgan. So Trey Morgan is Morgan 1 this week.
I can see
Really
Trey
close.
Morgan's
Oh,
driver
he's
in that
going
car
wide.
absolutely sweating right now.
Trey Morgan just a bit wide, but no drive through yet. I don't want to curse that actually. There's a yellow
Yeah,
flag
don't-
on the
let's
field.
not even say that.
There's a yellow flag on the field of this race. And I mean, it's Stearns. Stearns with a yellow flag. I am losing track of my tabs. Oh, contact into,
Marlon, we got
Oh
damage.
no!
into turn 1. Straight penetration, as Cubes would say. And that was pretty big contact for. You know what? It's not as.
It wasn't the last 20 minutes. It's the last
Yeah,
10
it's-
minutes. Things are getting spicy now.
It wasn't the last 20 minutes, but yeah, we see the last 10 minutes. Drivers are getting a lot more aggressive with their styles in order to make some position changes. Our main focus is on Trey Morgan and Bonzel. Trey Morgan with a 1.2 gap to Bonzel. They're getting really close. Morgan might be able to steal it from Bonzel, and this would give Morgan his first win of the season.
Yes. Yep. And I think this would be his first win in SRA actually.
Oh.
Can we get a
Mac
fact
has
check
won
on that
twice, I believe, and Trey has not won, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but from what I know, he has not won one yet.
What better time to do in the final race of the season on
Right.
Monza too? So he survives the carnage of turn 1, and he manages to get out into a top 3 position. Kevin Johnston doesn't seem to have the pace to catch up within 10 minutes. Only a 6-second gap. So Trey Morgan and Bonzel are going to be fighting it out for the last 10 minutes of the race. Getting past the back marker there.
I'm going to say, if Dylan Bonzel can somehow pull this off and win silver all in one sweep, I think it's probably going to be one of the best rides I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So we haven't done the math. I don't know the point distribution of
So,
the position.
you know what? I got this. I got this.
I can do the math. I can.
We're gonna need
The,
Australian
checking-
Anton to explain us the math. Oh, the
Yeah,
back marker
Aussie
takes the exit
Anton.
road.
What is going on here?
Let's see here. Okay, good. Did not
That's
affect the
Cube Master,
leaders
there
here.
you go. Cube Master,
Trey
led
Morgan
the
is
leaders
getting
through.
close.
Trey's with him.
Extremely
0.6
close.
seconds.
Look at that. Ponzel.
So,
has
as
to
it
have a-
stands, the points difference between
Okay.
P1 and P6 is 110 points versus 76 points, which, if my math serves me right, is about 34 points difference, right?
Oh,
Yes.
that gives Bonzel the win.
That gives
What
them the
about
overall
P2?
win. That would be insane. And you,
What
so
about
if
P2?
He,
Yeah,
yeah,
what about
how
P2?
far is Bonsall behind? What would happen if he gets P2?
How many points does P2 get, and how many?
It's 100
so
points.
P6 gets 77. P2 gets
76
100.
points. Yeah. So P2 gets 100.
So he would be 24 points over P6.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Wait, that's extremely close.
Would it be a
I'm
tie?
checking right now.
Oh wait, Don Bonsall.
So
Oh. He's getting close. I imagine he's probably
Trey
struggling
Morgan
with the
within
car.
3/10. So P2 gets 100 straight, 76, 24.
What is the gap between them right now?
We are
gap between them
checking.
right
We are
now.
checking.
Yeah, I am checking right now.
The gap between Steven Sauer and Dylan Bonsall is 16
P2
points.
minus
So it means that he will get the
P2
championship.
would
P2
still
would
win
get
it.
him the win too. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
P2
about
would still win it.
P3 would still get him the
Bonzel.
championship. Actually, if he gets P3, they
Unless-
tie. They actually tie if he gets P3.
Yeah, but that means I think Bonzel would still win off of that, considering what happened. With P2 last season,
I don't
right?
know because Sarver had a P2 this season. So I have
Huh.
no idea, to be honest. But this is the battle of the night. Actually, Mac Morgan here. Let's take a detour here from the lead. Yaro Koval with a drive.
Koval with a drive-through. Yeah. I mean, he's in
What
the
has
pits
gone
now, so
on
I assume
there?
he's taking it. But
Mac Morgan trying to make do with what he got, and I think, you know, if memory serves me right, Christian Holmes, the car ahead of Mac Morgan, is the one that hit him in Parabolica. So maybe a little bit of revenge here for Mac Morgan.
That is correct. Yeah.
Oh, it's time for Mac Morgan to go side by side with Christian Holmes here. This is going to be a fight for P19 on the road. Mac Morgan gets
Morgan
ahead.
has the run on.
Will Christian Holmes bump him one more time, just for old time's sake? Mac Morgan gets through pretty cleanly, makes the move.
What a way to call that.
Hey, man. It's that last 20 minutes, like I
what
said.
a
Anything can happen, yeah?
remembrance.
But speaking
You
of
know what?
anything, Trey Morgan still close, still hunting down Dylan Bonsall. Dylan really needs to lock in here, and Trey is so close to that rear wing of Bonsall. I can imagine what Bonsall's going through here. This might be his first SRA win to date, and he's got the steaming rocket ship of Trey Morgan on his tail. Both cars got the same arrow, so the drag is effectively reduced to none for Trey Morgan. Trey Morgan goes to the outside, very late braking
on the
for Trey
outside.
Morgan.
Oh, brakes
Doesn't
so
make the
late.
apex,
Oh, he's
and
gonna
is
go off
forced to
on the
take the
warning
escape
track.
road. What's going to happen here? Trey Morgan's got to traverse this. No track cuts here. Trey Morgan might have just cost
No
himself the win
drive-through.
here. And Dylan Bonsall,
Wow.
cool as a cucumber, keeps his P1 over Trey Morgan. And what that does is
What an
promotes Kevin Johnson.
ambitious move.
Yeah, very. He gets a
Yeah,
little
that
bit of
puts
a
Kevin
closer gap
Johnson
to Trey
into
Morgan.
contention here.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this RAF cab. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, I think I know what's going to happen here.
What's gonna happen here?
What do you think?
I think
I think that Lexus is gaining, guys. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh no.
coming.
Oh no. No. No, Raph.
Oh,
it's a second
yeah.
half.
Oh my! It's
And
just,
oh, what a
it's,
clean
it's
move.
unfair.
No, it goes
Oh,
over.
no,
he
Raph
forgot,
cab
though.
going.
That's an illegal
off the
pass if I've
track.
ever
He's
seen
gonna
one.
have to
Raph,
give that.
you naughty,
gonna have to
naughty
give that
driver.
position.
Give it
There he
back.
goes. He gives it back. He gives it
I'm
back.
kidding. I love you, Raph. Love you. OBDA. Let's go.
Yeah,
That was
Trey
OBDA
Morgan,
on OBDA crime right there.
Yeah, that's
Trey
some
Morgan,
friendly
3
fire.
second gap now.
Kevin
Not-
Johnston. Oh,
Kevin Johnston might be looking at a P2 spot
uh-oh.
now.
Guys.
That.
Guys.
Oh,
Oh,
they're making
Oh,
contact
they're
already.
again.
Contact
Door banging,
early.
here we go.
And Holmes
Matt
getting
gives
the
him
brake
plenty
lading.
of space.
What did I just say? Brake lading? Brake lading.
Break lading.
Brake lading.
Late break from Holmes gets the move done on the other Morgan 2. Morgan 2 looking to his. that feels
Crocky,
so-
mate. That's some pretty
McElroy.
wicked passing.
Oh, he's back again.
Uh-oh. This
Kevin
is a pretty close
Johnson
battle.
is all over Trey Morgan now.
I don't know about all over. I think Trey's chilling, to be honest. I think as long as he doesn't make a mistake, I think Trey is just going to solidify the P2. But Trey, you know, Kevin Johnson
that
is
is the
trying to get
Lexus.
that extra cushion.
Oh
for the team.
my
That is
goodness,
the
no, he's
Lexus
getting
behind the
extremely
McLaren. Down the
close.
front straight, Kevin Johnson will have the opportunity.
Oh, but he made a mistake.
Oh, both.
Both of them
Or
did.
no, just
He-
yeah, both of them onto the sand pit. Kevin Johnston
Oh,
not
no.
getting a great
Is
exit.
that Mac
Oh, there's a
Morgan
yellow
with the
flag for
flag? Where's Mac Morgan? No, he RTG'd. No, it's
No,
about to finish
Mac,
the
no.
race. No.
Mac.
You had 3 minutes,
Oh,
Mac.
No.
Oh,
What has
this
happened
has
here?
to be an ambitious move.
I don't. Oh, yeah, ambitious move into the gravel.
It's-
Oh
trap
no,
is
no,
what
never
it is.
mind.
into
It's
the
a
wall.
self-infliction.
No, no.
Oh, it gets worse.
Man, Morgan,
No!
Mac.
Oh, no!
Lindo, why?
Mac.
So we
I'm
saw
so sorry,
Lindo
brother.
going
Adding
too wide
insult
with
to
another
injury
car,
there,
and
Sergio
Mac
Lindo,
Morgan.
with no regard for Mac Morgan's life there.
Turned him into a Beyblade.
Oh my goodness.
Straight bowling pin.
But wait, hold on. Bonsell?
I would like to think that Sergio Lindo yelled strike when he came through there.
Strike.
all on his like dash is just like the strike animation. And
Yeah,
bowling alleys.
like the terrible bowling alley.
Yeah.
Is this ACC or we bowling, guys? I can't even tell the difference.
Whoa, when did the gap between Morgan and Bonzel become so
I don't
low?
know, but
I mean, it's
Boncel's
2
got
minutes left.
likely 2 laps to go. If you could just, you know, get like, you know, 1.5 decent laps. I'll allow 1 off track, right? Just keep it in P1, man. No need to risk anything. Not only do you have
No
the win
pressure,
lined up,
just stay in front.
just
Why not
just
risk
keep
it
there.
all?
Marlon, stop it.
That's
Stop
me.
it.
I can't. It's my
Whoa,
nature. Oh
Trey
my goodness,
Morgan is
Morgan
pushing.
making a mistake there.
Kevin Johnson
Morgan
is not too
really
far behind.
wanting.
Oh my God.
They're not close to back markers either, so this is gonna just
Yeah,
be
these
pure
top
power to
three
the
are
win.
these top 3 are really battling it out right
This
now.
is a straight fight for not just P1 but
Oh.
P2.
Trey, get on the
Oh,
track.
Trey, stay on the track, Trey, please.
Wait, look. Oh, what a... Okay, we are
Whoa,
going to deviate a little bit, but I
Raf
think
Cab and
Raf Cab
Tyler
had another
Thompson.
move on him. What has happened here? We need to know.
Raf Cab with another move on Tyler Thompson into turn 1. Was it clean though? We saw contact
I don't
at
think
the
it
end.
was clean, to
there.
be
I
honest.
don't believe it was
Raf Cab
clean
let him
either.
back.
Yeah, Raf Cab doing the exact same thing. Tyler Thompson staying on the outside, and Raf Cab.
Oh, Raf, come
Yeah,
on.
going wide.
Oh, Dylan's on his last lap, but the gap to P2 is under a second, and it's also under a second to P3.
Oh my goodness, Trey is going so wide. He's pushing for this position here, and Bonzel really wants the. And all of them want this win here, but Trey Morgan 9/10 down now. He's found the time he needs to Bonzel, but Kevin Johnson also in the mix, looking to find a position here from Trey. Bonzel and Johnson both get through turns 1 and 2 relatively cleanly. Never mind Morgan losing the rear end just a bit, but they're still extremely close. No moves done yet though. We're good.
I don't think we're going to see a move from this far back unless your name is Raf Cab and Alexis on Tyler Thompson. He is getting
No
close.
way, Johnson getting
Trey
extremely
is
close.
pushing
Yeah,
it.
Johnson
Wait,
is
Trey
getting
might have just
so
really
close.
close.
And Trey
no!
making a mistake
Oh,
in the
come on,
end.
Trey!
Johnson and Trey now doing a side-by-side battle, and Morgan.
Come on, Trey, keep it in position.
Elbows out Johnston.
Come on, Trey, just keep your composure, stay with it. Kyle probably getting a little bit of a better drive
Johnston.
there.
Kevin Riley. That's
No,
Kevin.
Kevin, sorry, Kevin. I knew a Kyle Johnson. Sorry.
That's our championship
Forced
leader.
habit. I've been here for 2 races.
We saw Sweeney in the back going just a bit wide. That might soften the gap between him and Foster, but the main eyes are on Kevin Johnston, Trey Morgan, and Bonzel. But it looks like Bonzel is going to be taking this lead of the race all the way to the end. Trey Morgan does not have the answer, 2 seconds behind, but Kevin Johnston might have a move on Trey Morgan here in the final final 2 corners.
I doubt
Final
it.
corner, actually. Sorry. Yeah, no, Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Just
That's
not
gonna be
enough
it.
time, and Bonzel looking at the flag. He's seen enough of this race, and he's crossing the line in P1.
A race winner.
P2, we see Trey Morgan and Kevin Johnston. Not a race winner for this week, but a solidifying P3 for his championship lead. Bonzel, though, taking the silver championship away from Sarver, and that is going to be the end of the race for these drivers. Leaving Nora P7 crossing the line. Tyler Thompson right behind him, and Raf Cab.
Raf Cab, look, he went off again. What is going on?
Raf Cab not getting a
Raf.
drive through is just shocking.
Oh my
But-
goodness.
Yeah, Raf Cab really pushing Tyler Thompson to his limits. But looks like Tyler Thompson.
I want to see our
Nice.
championship leader do some donuts real quick. This is a fully deserved championship. I do want to give a quick shout out while this race is ending to Kevin Johnston. I do want to know what the standings update is on the team championship because that one was. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness gracious.
Anyway. Oh my god.
And we see the rest of the drivers crossing the line. Hunter Gale,
Oh
Music,
my
Finn Jen right
God.
behind them. Stearns, Holmes, Madison, and Lindo will be crossing the line soon as well. Shane Lewis and Mac Morgan.
In the pits.
Not crossing the line, staying in the pits. Rest
Anyway.
in peace, Mac Morgan. Your brother made it onto the the podium
Boys and girls.
just for the Morgan brothers.
What a race. Monza, I want to say, never fails to disappoint. And boy, did it not. We have a championship winner, not just in Kevin Johnson, crossing the line in P3, so we get a pretty nice champion interview with that. But Dylan Boncel, not just the silver winner of today's race, of the entire championship. So back-to-back seasons where a silver driver that was not looked at P1 or P2 in the standings goes and crosses the line and just does it, just wins. So I think we need a little bit of a break
Another
before we
cube
get our
story.
drivers in. Yeah, that's incredible. That is just incredible.
I've never
I
seen
cannot
that
believe.
before, yeah.
If I had a nickel for every time this has happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which is a coincidence.
Yeah,
You know?
that.
It's a coincidence in
Yeah.
itself.
Okay.
But
Not a
That's
lot
the
of
easiest
nickels,
math
but
we've
that's
done
crazy.
today.
In the meantime, I want to save our championship winner for last. I'm going to bring in, if he's in the VC, I want to bring in Trey Morgan, and I do see him. I'm going to drag him up
Yes.
real quick. Trey,
Trey!
number 1 Morgan.
Trey!
Dude, okay, first of all, I was really impressed by your qualifying lap. You were up like what, 4 seconds on your delta, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I want to ask a
You talked to
question
your brother
in
yet, by the way?
regards
Sorry
of
about-
your of the strategy call, because you were leading the race by 3 seconds from lap 1. So I can imagine looking backwards, you were like, "Oh man, this is easy. This is cake."
I mean, a little bit. I knew that everyone had fallen back so much, not from my base pace, but because of Johnston going deep into turn 1 just a little bit. So I knew that while I had the pace to keep the guys behind me, I didn't think I'd have the pace to stay in the lead if they caught me, which eventually happened because Bonsel did an amazing job. I believe he undercut me by, I don't know how many laps, maybe a couple laps.
I think it was about 3 laps.
It was
Oh, no,
about
actually,
3 to
probably
4
more than
laps,
that.
But the key
Yeah.
to it was that his pit time was 4 seconds quicker than your pit time.
Yeah. Well, I will say part of that was my fault. I have the ignition bound to my key, bound to my wheel, and I went to turn it off, and I apparently hit it twice, so it turned back on.
So the car didn't go up on the
when I
tracks, I'm guessing.
stopped. Yeah, so
Ah.
I hit the button to turn it off, it turned back on, and then it went back off, and so that's why it was my pit stop was a little bit slower.
Unlucky for you, Trey, but nonetheless, that was a fantastic race, fantastic battle between you, Dylan, and Kevin. But I also want to ask, just in general, how did you feel up front? I know that Mac has a race win last season in D5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, did you get a win in D6? I know Mac also got a win in D6.
No.
So
No,
yeah, how was it up front? How did it feel?
It was amazing, but so nerve-wracking. Of course, it felt a little bit better since I wasn't. There wasn't any pressure for the first half of the race. But also, this was the first time I've ever finished on a podium in FRL. I was leading by a lot with Mac at Indianapolis last season in D5, and then I got taken out by a blue flagger, unfortunately. And so that ruined that chance, and ever since then I've just been having compounding errors and finishing toward the back half of the grid. If I remember correctly, other than tonight, the only other 2 times I've finished above 28th position were Laguna Seca and Barcelona. So this is a real big confidence booster. I absolutely loved it.
Well, better late
I
than
wish
never,
I hadn't.
right, Trey?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So fantastic.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, I just wanted to, despite having, I remember that I'm not going to mention it too much because I already bothered you enough about the formation lap incident in Barcelona. But, I'm really impressed with the turnaround at the latter stage of the season. So, yeah. You guys have any questions for Trey while we still have him here for the final time of this season?
Not necessarily a question, but just more so props, Trey. Like, it was... you and I have had many close battles, especially in D5. Snetterton comes to mind, where we chased each other for 45 minutes. and I know that you handle pressure really, really well, and you displayed that again today. And I just want to say, man, congrats on the P2. I was really hoping to see you on the top step, but again, that takes nothing away from the race that you did run. And I just, again, congrats, man. It was awesome.
Thanks. I'm slightly pissed at myself. Like, obviously, it's a great finish, but I'm sure you saw what happened when I went deep into turn 1 next to Dylan Bonsall.
Yes,
I went out of the slipstream, looked up, and I saw the 150 board passing me, and it was like, oh, I've messed this up. I'm very thankful. Yeah, basically. So instead of trying to force the corner, I just went down the escape road, and I gave him a little too much time. But I mean, I didn't hit him, and it didn't cause any issues with with the race overall. So, and I almost caught him again at the very end.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you pulled it back down to a second. I want to say at one point, right before you went into that exit road there, I think the gap was down to a 0.3. Like, you were very, very close to the bumper on him and coming into the slipstream. So I can see how, like, you know, the brake marker just kind of flew by you. And as soon as you went deep, I was like, oh, no. But, yeah, I was gutted for you, man. But, man, it was such a great race and so much fun to watch from our perspective.
Yeah. I knew that if I was going to pass him, it would have to be into the first chicane or the second chicane, because I was consistently getting better exits than him through the second Lesmo and Ascari. So if I could get past him before then, I figured I could hold it, which is why I was hounding him so hard before then. But yeah, it was props to him. He did an amazing job today under all the pressure that I gave him.
Yeah, spoken like a very mature racing driver, and I'm sure that you can be able to carry that confidence into next season. So
I just need to ask, how is your brother feeling?
Yeah, we want to know.
A lot of nasty words were said.
Should we drag him into the booth? Should we ask him live?
Drag him into the booth.
I think, you know what?
I think he left. Actually, no, he still is. If you want to, you can. Yeah, if you want to, you can. I won't say no. But he was very good. I know that he had complimented me when I was helping him through his race wins, keeping his nerves down, and he did that for me a lot. So if you want to pull him in, go right ahead.
We got champions to talk to over here. Maybe another time. Mac is going to be up here sometime sooner
Mac will
rather
be
than
up
later.
Here soon.
Yeah, I mean his quali lap would have put him probably on pole position. I think it was.
Yeah,
he said he was on for 47.3.
The
so
craziest thing.
Yeah, that's he was. Yeah, in between qualifying, he was so pissed because he didn't even. It was into the first of the first corner of Ascari, and he didn't even know that he invalidated until he got through through the end of Ascari.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it, but I know that I've not been able to mess up myself through Ascari track limits wise without also spinning into one of the walls, so I'm gonna be interested to see and go back and look at that.
Yeah, no, it's really close there. So yeah, it was very gutting to see you, Mac, invalidate there, because he was on a heater. I mean, I was saying that we gotta move some of these drivers up from D4 to D2 to the race now. You know, with these qualifying times that are being put in. But yeah, once again, Trey, fantastic job getting that P2, fully deserved after. An up and down season, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you here next season. Maybe D3. I know you guys are switching cars. I know that you want to go back to something more front engine-y. I know Mac is a Ferrari guy, so if this is the end of the Morgan saga, then so be it.
Brother rivalry.
Yeah.
A new
Unfortunately,
saga.
I expect it'll be a divorce, probably because we're split divisions. I don't remember why, but I remember joking after last week's race that I was going to disown him for changing cars or something. So, but you know, it's whatever.
I like it.
He had a great race, unfortunate with a whole bunch of incidents, but
yeah,
he did a really good job today for what he had to go through.
Any shout outs before we send you back?
All right. My brother, my dad, who I think was in the comments somewhere. Obviously, Riley, I'll shout out you because it was great racing you for a while, and then Anton, you bullied me into getting off of TC 4 and 5, and so that entire race I was on
Let's go!
TC1, Trey.
Oh no, not yet.
Soon TM. I appreciate the shout out. Thanks, Trey.
Shout out Marlon for
Quite
the
an
amazing job
unorthodox
he's
way
done
to
all
get
season,
shouted
though.
out, but hey.
Yeah, shout out Marlon for all the commentator curses, right? Clearing the way.
I am here to keep the commentating interesting, okay? We wouldn't be talking as much if we didn't have the button.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Anyway.
thank you for streaming the season, and I will talk to you guys later unless you have anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Thank you so much.
congrats
Trey.
again.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Congrats, Trey.
And
Talk to y'all later.
have a great evening, man. See you.
You-
Oh, I cut him off!
He's cut him off!
Oh.
I'm looking
Trey's such
for-
a humble guy, man. He's one of those dudes that you can just talk and talk and talk to. Like, you know, he's just you couldn't ask for a better guy to be on the podium.
I can. I'm about to drag him in.
Oh,
Dylan, can you hear us? I know you're muted. Can you hear us?
I can.
Dude,
Hello?
Dylan.
holy smokes,
Podium,
dude!
Dylan.
Not only are you a race
What
winner,
a drive.
You won the D4 Silver Championship, man. Do you know that? Did you see that?
What?
Yeah,
yeah, you're the
Yeah,
silver
you
champ.
did it.
You're the silver champ.
Oh my god.
Shoey
That's
incoming,
amazing.
Yeah.
baby!
Shoey
Oh my
incoming,
god, I
baby.
do have
Oh,
to
yeah.
do a shoey. Oh no, my
I
partner's
hope your
listening to
shoes
this
are
and she's
so
like
sweaty
face palming
for this.
so hard.
Dylan, I got this one question. Who turned you into like a prime strategical genius? Because that undercut was performed masterfully.
So I will give it up to my tires being overly hot and my turn-in starting to suck, and so I decided to pit early. It didn't have to do with any strategy. I think it was a little bit
What
of
a
luck.
defining move.
I mean, I was also like, I was looking at the track map. I was starting to get in traffic, and then P3 had passed me because I just like, my tires were at like 28 psi and they were on fire. And I'm like, I can't turn in anymore, and I'm just bleeding lap time. And so I looked at the early, I was like, okay, well, I might as well just undercut because I have the pace to be able to just catch back up. And it worked amazing. I was so stoked when I came out, and I'm like, oh my god, it worked.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah,
oh my
we
god, oh
were-
my god! I'm in front.
Yeah,
We were in the box here watching, and we were like, we think he's got him. He's got him. And then here you come rolling out, and we were like, he's in front. So it was
Yeah,
it was awesome, man.
I'm so stoked. Yeah, the racing with Trey was amazing. I'm sure he talked
Yes.
about how when he got in my slipstream, I'm sitting here sweating. I'm like, oh no. Because I'm like, McLaren on McLaren hate here. And then all of a sudden he over brakes. I was like, oh my god, he missed it. Just stayed in the
Sigh of
track.
relief,
Stayed on the
right?
track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
promise you
I
he
was like,
sweating too.
and that was so good to just have a good clean battle. I think that it was clean the entire race. There were a couple near misses on rejoins and stuff, but at least for up front, it felt very clean, which was nice. So.
No, you guys had just, I mean, yeah, it was a league of your own. You and Trey were just absolutely masterful in everything that you pulled tonight. It was awesome to watch.
D3
Very
driver
good, guys.
person?
Yeah, dude, I was in D6 last season, and so I need to slow down because I fear that I'm gonna suddenly get put in a league where I'm gonna get smacked down very quick.
No, keep
Heck no,
keep
man.
speeding
Keep
up. Look,
going.
they
Keep
put-
going.
they put me in D3 and I don't even know how I got in D3. So
Marlon, it's because
Oh,
you're
shit.
button. You just like press the button whenever someone's in front of you, and you just finish ahead of them.
Has
Damn.
that been my
How does-
problem
how-
this entire season?
how does that affect my?
I'm
Why?
checking my Sim Magic wheel. I don't have a button for that, so if you guys could send me your config.
I
Marlon
got
will
you. I
send
got
it
you.
to
I
you,
got
yeah.
you.
He's got a
I will
Patreon you can join. He'll
personally-
send you a button.
Oh, got it. Yeah, it's only $15 a month. You too could have a free DRS. All right.
Not DRS.
But back to
You
the
know, like
point
that
about the,
laser from Cars 2? It's like that.
the camera.
Ah.
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
DRS. It's driver reduction system for the race.
Driver reduction system.
Well,
Anyway,
I had a really good prep for this because I kind of did this thing where I had friends over this weekend. I gave them 30 minutes in the rig just to give people like, hey, this is what it's like to do sim racing. Because you know how it goes. You tell people and they're like, oh, you mean like Gran Turismo? And I'm like, nah, it's like you're gonna sit in a car seat. And
Did
I
you,
think
uh,
like
you-
I was doing a lot of visualization and watching people drive on the track. Not well necessarily, I will say, but I think that helped a lot. Like I felt really confident on my braking points and my lines, and so that helped.
did you charge them while they were trying it out?
I really should have.
$30
I
an
know.
hour.
There's a
It's the only
there's
way I'm
a-
gonna pay for this.
There's a Chicago business where they do like sim racing trailers, and they charge like $500 for 4 hours, which is ridiculous, dude. Like the gear that they have is like worth. I mean, it's like $2,500. Yeah, you can buy the rig back in like a few hours.
Yeah, they better have that Mercedes like super expensive F1 wheel in there.
Oh,
it
no,
better be like
they don't. You know they don't have that one.
Oh, you know
Pitt
it's not.
better be in that trailer.
Ain't no way.
It's definitely Thrustmaster.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Thrustmaster
Oh,
G29, and it's the same. Kept it that way forever. So.
Anyway, back
They
to
have a G29 and
SRA talk.
Thrustmaster would be like
Back
two
to
race
SRA
cars,
talk.
different race
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, back to SRA.
I do. So we were in the 20 minutes to go. We were figuring out the math where if you finish P3 and Stevens Sarver stayed in P6, you two actually would have tied for the championship. Which I don't know if you were watching or keeping up with D4 last season. We had a D4 Silver Championship winner who wasn't in the mix at all win D4 Silver in their last race. So it's really coincidental that it's happened 2 weeks, two seasons in a row. So I hope you have, you better have a lot of, honor for this. You got to carry it with pride. You know what I mean? Like you're in a very, very small handful of people who have done this. So
that's awesome to hear. Yeah, it's like if I had a nickel, it would be weird because I'd have 2 nickels every time it happened.
Yeah, I'd have 2 nickels. It's weird, but it happened, right? So.
Yeah, that's wild, guys.
Marlon, go ahead.
I have a question because I don't think we've ever asked this throughout the season, but with the new season coming up, what are your guesses on the qualifying track?
Quali track?
Nords.
I mean,
Do we have any clues yet?
I don't think we've gotten any hints. Just take straight guesses.
Nords.
I would love a quali track of Red Bull Ring. Red Bull Ring I'm really strong at, and I would really love Red Bull Ring as a quality track.
Me too. That way I can fake my way into another division.
Yeah, same. It's like the fucking Among Us situation. They're like,
All right.
We got Red Bull Ring as first guest. So
yeah.
Make sure you drop your guesses in the chat for what you think the quality track will be. I see Weezy thinks it's Zandvoort, which would also be very fun.
Weezy, I thought you were gonna. If you were about to tell me Jay Queasy's watching this, I would be so excited.
He's probably
Jake
watching.
Weezy is probably watching.
Dude, he was my caster hero last season because it was my first season in SRA, and so my partner and one of our friends is watching down on the TV every Wednesday when I race, and like it's such a treat to have you guys. I want to say thank you guys for casting because it's such it makes this so much more fun. I don't know if people really recognize how much more enjoyable it is, how cool it is to be like, check this out. I had a clip where people are commentating, and that's amazing. So thanks to you guys, and yeah, I mean that's the reason I bring up Queasy is that made me think this is amazing. This is so much fun.
I think this stream more than any other one is one to watch because we had a guest appearance from Aussie Anton a few times. I don't know what happened to him, but anyway,
I think he's
going
preparing
crazy.
for the Kevin Johnston interview. Actually,
yeah, maybe he's been up here so many times this season. Anyway, we've kept you for long enough, Dylan. Again, congratulations on not only an SRA D4 win, but also an upcoming shoey for the upcoming season, for season 16. You are the D4 Silver champion. Any shout outs before we send you back?
Just shout out to, they always give me shit for this, my homies downstairs, Jay and Esther. So Jay Queasy last season, I was like, shout out to my homie, and then I named my partner, and he's like, did you just call your partner homie? And I was like, oh man, I'm in so much trouble. So shout out to them. Thank you for watching me. And yeah, again, thanks to you guys. Thanks to all the racers in D4. Let's just keep keeping it clean if we can. And yeah, thanks to everybody in the community.
Well, we appreciate you putting on a show for us tonight, Dylan. And with that, we're gonna send you back to the race review. And yeah, again, congratulations. You were mega tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night. Bit of a few choice words there for Dylan, but you know what? Emotions are running high, and I don't blame him personally. But again,
yeah, man.
Quick apology for that one. But we're gonna finally bring in the heir incarnate to D2 next season. That would be Kevin Johnston for the, it seems like millionth time in this booth this season is back, and not just as a podium finisher, but as a championship winner. Kevin, congratulations. Talk to us about the race.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, the race was not pretty from my standards, but ended up making it work out. Honestly, I'm very surprised by my quality lap because I actually had the wrong setup. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, just I mean, I had some bad braking spots there. Obviously, lap 1 and a couple other laps there, but I mean, and at the end of the day, it didn't do me dirty, and ended up what was it, P3. I might end up P4. I tapped one of the back markers going through a chicane, so probably slap on the wrist there. But
self-report from Kevin Johnston, eh?
I mean, I would be upset if I got rear-ended like that. So yeah.
I mean, he's talking directly to the steward.
So he is human after all. He does.
I said that every week.
If you're the back marker that got tapped, submit your ticket and take a screenshot of the stream.
Yeah, I think Anton will push him down like 5 spots. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I mean, I think...
where did John Anton end up? Where did he?
I don't imagine anywhere close to you. I'm pretty sure you're already like 100 points ahead. There was a very, very far-fetched chance for him to win anyway, but...
he's asking John Anson because he's the team. Like for the team championship. Yeah.
That is something we did not look at yet. So,
yeah, it was really close.
Oh, it's updated.
Anson finished P11.
It's updated actually.
Gill P13.
So,
it's updated already?
Wow. Yes, Kevin, you and Jacob Curtis, well, rather just you, really. Shout out Jacob for not racing the entire season. But you finished P5 with 787 points behind Oak Racing. Williams Red Eye Racing finished P3. P2 is the Mustang team. And riding solo FTL, Steve Foster and Ottavio Libanori, from the depths of P5 before the race all the way up to P1.
Dang.
They win by 7
Good
points.
for them.
Yeah.
What a switch up at the end. It's already up. Yeah, it's...
Look
oh my goodness, it updated quick.
Yeah, dude.
I knew
there were
this
some
last race
pretty
was gonna be
close
nuts.
races. Yeah, dude, this is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, could we have asked for a better finale? I don't think so. But
well, we were 6 wide after turn 2, I guess, at that point. But, you know.
Yeah, there was a bit of yellow flags there. So, yeah. Again, Kevin. Yeah, I just want to say, just amazing job all season. I said this in Barcelona, but I'm going to say it again. I'm very, very impressed with how far you've come. I think we raced together in D4 a few seasons ago, so it's very nice to see you, you know, get your shot and, you know, seize it the way you did. So congratulations on absolutely destroying the competition this season with scoring 702 points in the Lexus. Are we going to see a return next season in the car, or well, how are we talking? What are we looking at?
Honestly, probably not. I've been swapping out cars pretty much every season now, so I don't know. I might try the Porsche. It's been kind of something I've been straying away from, but I think it's maybe time to kind of rein it in and see if I can tackle it for a season. Although, probably won't be pretty in D3 if I'm up there, I'm assuming, but
D3?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Man, you got D2 time. What are you talking about?
No,
I don't know about just D3. Yeah.
This guy, come on, hey, come on. This guy. Hey, this
D2
guy's
for
going
one
D2.
race,
Come
maybe.
on. Forget about it.
Anyway, do you guys have anything? Any questions for Kevin before we send him back to the final time?
I'm gonna ask him what I asked Boncel when he was on, but since we are at the end of the season, next season coming up, we do our guesses for the quali track, and I want to know what you think it'll be.
It's a good one. Let's see, what was it this year?
It was
I can't even think
Watkins.
It was Watkins, right?
Watkins.
No
okay.
wonder how I got deep.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go off the deep end. I don't know. I think Brands is probably gonna be on the schedule next year, or next season, but maybe quali track Brands. I don't know if that's
a good show. I like Brands.
D5, here I come.
Yeah, no kidding. D6.
You know what, Brands is not that bad. I will, but okay. Bonzel said Red Bull ring, so I don't know.
Ooh. Wasn't that like 2 or 3 seasons ago? Or no, that was in the schedule, like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, it was in the schedule, and we did a league in the week with it as well.
You guys should just do the Green Hell. Just get out.
Nords, let's
No.
go!
We would have 3 people that managed to qualify.
Yeah.
I still remember when they trolled everyone this season when they like switched it up with.
I know.
No way.
What, you don't want to do 5 laps in a row valid of Nordschleife? It's only going to take 43 minutes.
43, easy.
43
What
minutes
scares
just to
me
race
is that
in the
you
league.
know that.
I mean, it's just 8 times 4, give or take, so it's like, you know. Or 8 times 5, my bad. But,
No, he does it on the weekends for fun, that's why.
Yeah, I do.
I
do
watched that
24-hour
man
races every
participate
week.
in a 24-hour race in it, and
That's
it was
true.
like I wasn't racing, but I was there for almost the full 24 hours, and I was exhausted. So
You weren't even the one driving.
that's what I said. I said that.
My bad. I'm just distracted. I'm trying to get Ottavio Libinori and Steve Foster in for an interview, but
Sorry,
nowhere
guys.
to be found. No, dude, Kevin, dude, you've more than earned your spot here.
Yeah, you've earned it to be here. Yeah.
I'm just glad I
thank
was
you,
able to
guys.
witness this, at least once. But yeah, again, fantastic job. Any shout outs before we send you back?
My teammate who has been propping me up every single week that he hasn't showed up. Yeah, he's been great. Yeah, like I say every week, the team, they're always supportive. Jacob is always, propping me up, hyping me, which is awesome. Mad shout out to my son who left his truck on the floor this morning, and I absolutely smashed my toe on it, so I'm wearing a Band-Aid, and I somehow made it through. But yeah,
Nice.
And the wife obviously let me do this. Yeah, I think that's really about it.
Your son tried to handicap you. You're doing too well
He
this
did.
season.
Yeah, he's a
He did.
spy for Bonzel.
Yeah, he might be betting against you, dude. You might want to look into his accounts.
Yeah, I gotta
No
do
more
some
allowance.
investigation, right? I mean, he's 2.5, so
Ah,
I mean, he'd be
hey,
Financial
plenty of
forensics.
time.
Smart
eh?
yeah.
All right. Well, Kevin, it's always a pleasure having you here. And for the last time, again, congratulations. I hope to see you in the booth in the upper divisions, continuing the massacre on other drivers in the higher divisions of just being too fast. So, yeah, again, congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
You say he smashed his toe
yeah, he
Yeah.
smashed his toe. He smashed that.
on a toy truck?
On
Yeah.
a toy truck.
Yep.
What kind of toy truck was this?
Had to have been a Tonka, dude.
For his 2.5-year-old.
I'm trying to get Steve Foster in for an interview at least, but he said, "Now I'm in bed, but I can hop on Discord on the cell phone, maybe." So
I like the
mean,
commitment.
we can wait like a minute, maybe play some limbo, like some limbo music, like that kind of stuff. Maybe
The
he's-
Jeopardy theme song.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like nothing to get us copyrighted.
Yeah, but I do want to talk about
Yeah.
their race. Ottavio and Steve Foster. They finally were able to finish and cross the line together, and both in the top 10, which has secured them a team championship, 7 points ahead of Prestige Worldwide of Chris Sweeney and Steven Music. I wonder if I pull up the team standings right now. It wasn't updated, but here we could see what it looked like beforehand. Ride and Solo FTL 687. They were 30 points behind P1. And they ended up 7 points ahead of Prestige Worldwide, which was P2 at the time. So a fantastic job from both of them. And if they're not able to make it to the interview, I just want to give them a quick shout out. Absolutely amazing race, and I'm very, very impressed with what they were able to do at Monza today, given the amount of incidents that occurred. So, yeah, I mean, guys, any closing words for the season? Any last minute toasts?
I'm gonna get inputs from you guys. What do you think the track's gonna be?
Oh, I know the track.
You cannot say
You already
north.
know it? Goodness.
You cannot say north.
Nords!
Okay. We'll say Anton is Nords.
I'm gonna say Bathurst.
Bathurst. I think Riley, you're gonna get a lot of flack for that take, man.
Yeah.
Probably, but man, that would be so much fun.
Would it?
It would. Yeah, it would be fun.
You're
saying Nords. You cannot say would it.
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine a 5-lap hot
43 minute
Nords?
Yeah, we've already done it. We raced it. We had 5 valid laps.
That would be amazing, guys. It's definitely not going to be any of these tracks on screen because obviously we have raced them this season. But my guess, I don't know. It's tough to say. I always want to say Kyalami just because I love Kyalami, and I'd probably do like 800 quali laps there across 3 weeks. But I don't know what it's going to be, truthfully. I hope it's going to be like, I mean, I like the Brands guess. I like Brands a lot, but I'm like 99% sure it's going to be on the calendar because we haven't raced in season 12. But I don't know. All I know is that I'm ready for season 16, so bring it on. But yeah, I think this was a very, very fun season to commentate. I guess Marlon, anything you want to say about the button? Any apologies you want to make?
No apologies needed. You guys enjoyed the stream, so
I want to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Marlon, I enjoyed the stream so much. I jumped in the box with you guys, so keep up the.
Yes, and yeah, Riley, thanks for coming out these last 2 races. I hope you had a good time. I know I had a great time having you here. Very excited.
Oh no, it's been terrible. I'm revoking my,
okay.
request to be a commentator.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. This is a totally different aspect from just running laps and just doing races. And I would encourage, if you've been thinking about jumping in the booth and doing commentating, like if you're nervous about it, man, put a ticket in, hop in, and see how it goes for a race because you just get to see so much more behind the scenes action. It's very fun. It's very rewarding. So yeah, that's my spiel on it. It's been fun. You know, I've had Anton for 2 races now. We had Adam in the last race and Marlon this race with you, and I think that it's just a good time to be able to gel with the personalities around you that you just kind of talk with over Discord so much. So I appreciate you guys just even giving me the opportunity to come in here and do this with you.
For sure. But speaking of D4 commentator, one last shout out to Donovan Colton, who couldn't finish the rest of the season.
Donovan, come back.
Donovan, yes.
I miss my Sigma.
I know he watches these races, so it's. I mean, I had a great time with him in the booth, so shout out to him. Yeah, I mean, we're at the end of the season. Last round of Monza. We've seen our winners. We've seen the silver division, gold division. We've interviewed them, seen the team standings, seen the winners for those. But I think that's gonna be it for all of us. Any closing words from Anton?
I got a few closing remarks. Yeah, I mean, thank you to all of SRA for giving this chance to not just the racers, but all the volunteers. Shout out to them. They do a lot here. Giving myself a pat on the back, but I also want to give a pat on the back to Jason Allen, who I imagine had a very tough time, leading the driver's briefing after yesterday's calamity in D1 and yesterday's not so calamity in D3. And I know D4 is going to take a long time to steward over, but yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everybody in SRA who does any amount of things here. So yeah, one more time to the YouTube chat as well. Thanks for being around. If you did enjoy the stream, the round 8 finale season 15, please hit the like button and subscribe and turn on notifications so when we go live next season in about a month and a half time, we will see you again. But yeah, it's been me, Anton Rushevich, Marlon Abubo, and Riley Greer, and in our hearts, Donovan Colton. He's currently driving to Coda as we speak, so I'm sure that
in the mountains somewhere right now.
I will tell him that we mentioned him on stream, and I'm sure he'd appreciate it. But again, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next season.